Welcome back, everybody, to Meatballs in the Morning. Waking up with Doodle and Dago. What a better way to do it, I think. Good morning, Miss Doodle. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. A little irritated because I'm kind of late this morning. I had to be on the phone with my attorneys this morning.
Oh, that's always fun.
Mm-hmm. But it's for a good thing, so hopefully that means something. So we'll see. Hopefully my it is about the disability stuff. So
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do then.
Right. So my apologies for not being here a little earlier, folks, but that is why. How is everybody doing today? Thank you guys so much for joining us. Looks like there's 22 amazing peeps in here and 21 likes. So we're almost there, guys. Hit that like button when you come through the door. Um, I hope. Hold on. I got distracted. Sorry. When you come through the door, please hit that like button if you will. Over there to the right of you. Share this out to anybody you think might want to join us. Your mailman, your milkman, your ex-wife, if you talk to her. I don't know. Your
Oh,
ex-husband.
not the ex-wife.
I'm just at this point, we'll take anybody in here. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. There's no desperation there, guys. Come on in, everybody. Share it out to your family, friends, the dog, the cat. Drop it in the fishbowl. I don't care. Let's do it. And it's a good time in here in the mornings. I enjoy it. I actually really do like this a lot. I was saying this yesterday to Doodle and a couple other people and my wife. I feel like when I'm in here doing this show, I feel like I have the energy back that I used to have. Um, at least I feel that way. I don't know if it's true or not, but
Only on this one? You should feel like that all the time, Dago. You're getting it. You're getting it together.
and I'm trying. I really am trying. I'm trying. It is what it is. So, and it's helping that I have these amazing people surrounding me, you included, Miss Doodle. Like I said, if I was sitting up here by myself doing this, I'm sure it'd be okay, but it probably wouldn't be nowhere near as good without you up here. So just thinking, just saying. Speaking of good people, who do we have with us this morning? So far, it looks like I said, 23 peeps, 24 likes. I don't know how that works, but okay. Somebody came in and liked and ran. I touched it. It's there. Bye. I'm out. Anyway, Miss Alicia J, welcome back to you. Wisdom Speaks. Always a pleasure to see the lovely Miss Sherry. Murky Piglet, welcome. Oink oink. Good to see you today. My brother Mikey in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Good to have you here. Good golly, even Miss Molly's in here. What the hell's going on? She's been getting up just to come to do this. I'd like to think it's just to be here for this, but there's got to be something else to it. But anyway, SRB, welcome back to you. Good to see you today. I hope you're doing well. Walt Harris on time. Uh oh. Wait, let's see. Let's see what happens here. Squishy Bum from over the pond. Welcome back. Good to see you. Good to have you here. Mr. Leslie and Billy, good to see you. Thank you for joining us this morning, afternoon, whatever you call it, wherever you're at. Still morning for me for a little while. Mama Duck, welcome back to you. Great to see you today. um, of course, the Doodle Bug. Miss Doodle right here. Always happy to have you here, dear. Sunshine in the morning. Good to see you. Good to have you here. JC Ann, hello and welcome, dear. Good to have you here. Manum. No, we're not gonna do that. Taylor with Stitch and Bitchin' and more. Good morning to you. And thank you for joining us. Mr. Walt Harris has been a member for 8 whole months. Are you sure it's not been longer? I think it might have been. Either way, congratulations, Walt, on happy day anniversary to you. You are appreciated very much, sir. Miss Crazy Linda, good morning. Pot number 1 was on. Need to make pot number 2. Yes, I've had. This is cup number 5. I'm a little antsy. We'll see as the rest of it kicks in. You guys know how I get, so we'll see how this goes. DS, good morning and welcome to you. Mittensburg Kittens in here. Mana, beep, beep, but deep. Okay, then. All right. Sounds good. Do. Oh, Molly's singing now. What the hell, Molly? How long have you been up? Let me see. I think I got everybody so far, guys. Please, as you're coming in, if there's anybody out there in the hallway kind of just watching us and lurking, as they call it, thank you so very much for that. But please make sure to hit the like button if you can and share it out. Good morning, Mocha. Good to see you again, DS. Always a pleasure. I think I already said that, but so be it. Well, thank you, Alicia. I appreciate that very much. And how are you today, Miss Doodle? What's new in your world?
Nothing. Same old, same old. I like routine.
I'm there with you. It's easier that way, you know. What are your plans for? Because I know what you're gonna say next. Is you're gonna cook and clean, and then get the kid, and that's pretty much what you do. So, what are you
Yep.
cooking today?
I think we're gonna have breakfast dinner.
Oh my god, that is one of the best things on the planet. Is it or
Yeah.
is it not? I love it.
Yeah, I do too. I like it better at dinner than I do for breakfast,
Yeah.
actually.
Yes, I think it is better. It really. That sounds dumb, but how can something taste any different in the morning than it does at night? And I will say one thing: it does taste different at 3 a.m. when you're completely sloshed out of your mind. When
Oh,
you
it tastes like heaven.
yeah, the best thing there could be a roasted dog turd on the plate at that time, and you'd think it was breakfast, and it would probably taste amazing because you don't know what the hell you're doing. I used to love that breakfast after the bar. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, everyone loves that.
Of course, of course. Sausage, gravy, and biscuits. Oh my god! Stop it right now, SRB. You guys are gonna get me hungry right now. I love it, especially coming from those two. I got both my mother-in-law and my wife living here. They both make it at different times. They make two different types of gravy. My mother-in-law doesn't like sausage gravy at all. Okay. So she doesn't make that. She makes bacon grease gravy. Is that's all it is. Okay. It's made from bacon grease, which is most everything that they do from down there. And she makes that breakfast gravy, is what it actually is called. With just bacon grease, flour, milk, and salt and pepper. That's it. Um, but it is so damn good. My wife will make the sausage gravy the same way, but with sausage and all that stuff in it, and it is so much better. And then sometimes I get lucky, and my mother-in-law makes homemade biscuits. Good God, just telling you, you guys can eat them canned ones all you want and say that they're good. They're not compared to the bread, the absolute complete homemade biscuits. Nope. So I get this is why I'm fat, folks. Okay. I said before when I met my wife, I was 156 pounds, I think, 100 and something like that. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. The creature did not cook that way at all, and she could mess something up in a box. I'm just telling you, it was what it was. Not everybody can cook, you know. You can't hold that against everybody. But I'm just saying. But this woman, Jesus God Almighty, could cook any. She touches something, it turns to gold as long as it's food. So let me see. Mixed Victoria Burgess, welcome. Good to see you today. Good to have you here. Pizza after the. I can't do pizza at 3 in the morning. I don't know why. I mean, I've eaten it, but it's not my favorite thing. An omelet. We have a place here. It's called the Nest Egg, and it's probably the dirtiest, grossest place that you've ever seen in your life. It's called the Nest Egg. We called it Jack's because that's the people that owned it. The guy, a father son ran. They were old man and his son. Sorry, I didn't mean to flip nobody off there. Didn't mean that. And the omelets was what they were known for. They'd made other stuff, but the omelet was the Big Jack and the Little Jack, named after them. And these things had, first of all, the Big Jack on a plate was about this big. I'm not lying. I've never seen anything like that in my life. The Little Jack was basically half of that. So, and I think it's a 4-egg omelet for the Big Jack and a 2-egg omelet for the small one. He would put sausage, ham, cheese, peppers, onions, potatoes, hash brown potatoes or home fried potatoes. He made those two. Cheese. I already said cheese. I think that's pretty much all it was. And the stuff that he used was the cheapest garbage you could buy. He'd throw a big old, he had cans stacked next to his grill, right? He would, every time he'd start cooking on this grill, he had a flat griddle. He'd scoop out a big old glob of lard and throw it on the griddle. That's what he cooked on. This is probably the most unhealthiest shit you've ever had in your life, you guys.
Sounds delicious, though. Really.
Well, it was so damn good. And I tried it sober after I, stopped drinking. And it's still that good. I'm telling you, it's still that good. It is so damn good. And to be able to eat a Big Jack omelet, you got to be a hero. Okay. We would order, me and my wife could order a Big Jack and split it, and there'd still be leftovers after we split it. Do you know what I mean? That's how big this thing was. I'm not kidding. It was literally one of them big, like, the oblong, the oval dinner plates you get like at restaurants.
Yeah, yeah.
It would cover the entire thing and hang off either end. And it was literally like stacked this big. You paid $8 for the omelet by itself, and you could get toast and stuff with it, but nobody ever cared. You just wanted the omelet. We would tear it up. And I'm telling you, since I don't drink anymore, we don't go out anymore, I do miss those. And so my wife just messaged me from work the other day. She goes, "Wouldn't a Big Jack taste good right now?" I said, "You ain't lying." Like I said, it's the most unhealthy shit you could eat, probably. The cheapest ingredients that you could buy, but it is so damn good, I'm telling you. And I do miss it. I do miss it. I do love breakfast though. I think it's probably the best meal that is out there. If you add spinach. Mr. James Tate, good morning, sir. Good welcome. Good to have you here. A Philly sausage, bacon, and cheese. Yes, yes, yes. Philly steak omelet. Oh, that sounds good too, Sherry. Say we got 26 peeps in here, 29 likes. Come on, y'all. Come on in. I'm just going to give it a couple minutes before we get rolling. Pop Jackson's in Salem. I've never heard of that, Walt. Machine rolled Clausen. Oh my God. I haven't seen that in a long time. You guys remember those? You go to restaurants, you go to the bathroom, and then when you're done, the towel that was like cloth material that you pulled and it would roll around. It was in one of them little square things. There's usually a mirror on the front of it. You pull it out and down, and it was actually made of cloth.
We still have those in some of our convenience store restrooms around here. It's disgusting.
Yeah. As a kid, I never would have thought how disgustingly gross that is. Now, I can't believe they ever made those. That is so gross. They replaced them with paper towels. You know what I mean? But that is so gross now they think of it. Like you're just re-wiping your hands again and again on somebody else's. Ew, that's pretty bad.
Yes. Now.
Caca. Ray Baldick. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Somebody's making a vegetable omelet. That sounds good too. I love vegetables. Yes, we always get hungry when we're in here. We always talk about food in some sources. So what part of breakfast are you thinking about making, Doodle? Like what type?
Maybe biscuits and gravy, but I'm thinking maybe something simple, just like sausage and eggs with toast, something easy.
There you go. There you go. Do you make homemade gravy or do you go buy it and then heat it up?
Homemade. I do biscuits the same way. People think that it's like cheaper to buy them in the can, but it's actually not. It's
No,
so
it's
much
not.
easier just to make them.
Yes, I agree because as long as you got flour, eggs, and water. I mean, I think my mother-in-law puts
I don't even add eggs. I just do flour and buttermilk,
mm,
and I do like the drop biscuits, and it's easy. It's just so easy.
buttermilk. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome, Angie Savage. Good to see you this morning. Says, "Hey, Dago mods and chat. I'm working and listening, so I rarely get to chat. But I realized last night that I was gifted a membership. I'm not sure who. I think that came from Miss Paula, maybe who's not
Yeah, I
here.
think so. I think it's Paula.
Yes. Okay. Good stuff. Anyway, welcome to the sauce, Angie. It's wonderful to have you here. I appreciate you tuning in for real. For real. Yeah, for real. We appreciate you. So hope you're having a good day.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, we will. We do. Yes, very, very much. Be very quiet. I'm hunting rabbit. So, what do you mean? You know what that means? What are you talking about, Miss Sherry? What I say now? Yes, Paula was really handing them out like crazy. A couple people were. I really appreciate you guys. Doodle handed a couple out. You don't like buttermilk, Molly, in anything? Come on now. You are not a Southern girl. I'll tell you that much. No way. No way. Hold on. I want to make sure people are getting the I have to do this all the time because people are not getting notifications. Give me 1 minute, Duty, if you don't mind. Hold on. Where are we at here? There she is. I don't think a few people that really don't get these alerts or notifications because of this stupid algorithm. Although I think I'm starting to get back in the algorithm. Didn't you say something about that yesterday? Are you there, Doodle? Maybe not. What did I do? Okay. I ran Doodle off now, too. Oh, she lost it. There we are. Okay. You're back. Hello.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It just kicked me off there.
Oh, it's all right. So I was saying that I still got to let people know because I think some people aren't getting notifications. I've had a lot of people tell me. And yes, I know Cassie, I forgot, but I remember now Cassie's doing homeschooling. So this Cass won't be here, even though I realize she just ignores me now. She don't like me anymore. So it's okay. Buttermilk biscuits and fried chicken. Oh my God, pig. Come, you guys got to stop with this. You got to stop. Iced potatoes with peppers and onions. Those are called home fries, I think. Yeah, we're going to be talking about that too, James. One of our amazing community members here, family members, whatever you would like to call her, had a little bit of a win yesterday that we're going to be discussing throughout some of what we do in here. I'm super, super proud of her and excited for her. Yes, well, that too. Right, exactly. SRB is what I'm saying. You know, if I can't get her to listen to you, her mother, she ain't gonna listen to me. You know what I'm saying? Here's what it is. Welcome, Virginia Wolf. Good to see you, my brother. Hope you're having a great day. See, there it is, Doodle. When I turned on YouTube, I saw this. So you're in my algorithm. Cheers, meatballs, listening while I work. Awesome. That's good.
Good.
Like
I thought so.
Yeah, you had said yesterday that we were getting back into an algorithm of sorts. So
That's good news. Good news.
I'm excited about that. Good morning, Tomboy. Good to see you this morning. Hope you're having a great day down in deep in the heart of Texas. Mark and Betty, wonderful to see you as well. I'm getting all your notifications at the minute. UK YouTube seems to have settled down. Okay, well that's good. At least they're getting notified over there. Let's see. Make sure I didn't miss nobody. Ray got notified. Okay, notified. I just made up a word. Let me know if you got notified, folks. Oh, gotta love ADHD. Telling you. Read up. I posted an update. Let me see. I will do that. Let me find it. Was listening to a press conference held by Alma Sheriff's Office. Person of interest was finally named in the 95. Ah, really? That's been a minute. Do you happen to have a link on that, Miss Tomboy? That's the Morgan Nick case. That's been a long ways away. Long time coming. There definitely needs to be something on that. Good morning, just Debbie. Good to see you today. I was at the top of the YouTube. Well, it is getting better, Doodle. Listen to that.
I mean, I've been telling you, but sometimes you just don't hear me.
I am a stubborn man. I mean, this is why we get along so well, because we're both the same type of person. Just we have different body parts. That's all.
Yeah, it gets scary sometimes.
Yeah, very much so. Yes. That's good to hear. If you guys are getting notifications, let me know because that'll tell me that we're getting where we need to be. Other than an advertisement, you were next. Okay, good stuff. Absolutely, James. I imagine it would be. I'm hard-headed. Miss Jerry says I'm hard-headed. Do you think I'm hard-headed, Doodle?
Oh yeah, definitely. But I am too. I mean, yeah, we're stubborn.
I agree. Murky used it too. She said, I got notificated. Is that something I should admit? It almost sounds dirty when you say it. I was notificated.
Well,
You
I
know?
don't know. I mean, do you like it?
I mean, I guess it would depend on that. If it was something you enjoyed, then like take it how you will, you know. DS said she got notificated. Okay, then. Victoria got notificated. Everybody in here is being notificated. That's good things then. Good to hear. Yes, James said I am hard headed. Well, thank you, sir. I gotta be in some senses. I can't help myself. That's the Italian in me. I will tell you that right now. There's no way around that. Girls, 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 number 34. Thank you for joining us today. Were you notificated? Oh yeah, I seen that. The strike is out there on the we're gonna be talking about that too, unfortunately, but it is a thing. There's always something in this country going on to cause turmoil. I'm telling you, always something. I'm glad to hear that, girls, girls, girls. So okay, we must be in the algorithm at some sense. Then people are getting notifications. That is good. I guess just not everybody. So it depends on what you watch on a regular. I'm guessing. I guess that's how that works. I'm not real 100% on that, but so be it. Good stuff. As long as we keep going that way, I guess we've repaired some of the damage. That's what matters. Of course, with the help from all of you awesome people, of course, you know how that goes too. So couldn't do it without y'all. And thank you to the Blue Crew for being here, because I know I didn't say this yet. I appreciate you every day, because you know I couldn't, wouldn't, or should never do this without you guys. It just wouldn't happen the same way. I'm telling you right now. Thank you to every one of you. Leslie Petrolakis, welcome to you. And yes, thank you as well, James. And thank you to everyone for being here and supporting me. That means everything to me. All right, Tomboy. Thank you, dear. I'm believing that's what that is. All right, let's see. And there it is. Awesome. Thank you, Tomboy. All right, guys, let's get things a rolling. We got 36 peeps in here, 38 likes. We're moving on up. Good morning, Ro. Good to see you today. Miss Bonnie Bailey, good to see you as well. Thank you all so much for joining us today. I hope you're having a wonderful start to your day. It is October 1st. Moving right along. Guys, it's almost Christmas already. Can you believe that? I can't even remember summer. So, I mean, I don't remember summer. Like, where did it go so fast?
I know this whole year, it's just flown by.
I was just going to say there was something that popped up yesterday, and it had been a year already. And I can't remember what it was. My wife and I were looking at it, and I'm just like, Jesus, it's been a year already. And I swear, when we were younger, you know, we wanted to move forward in life super fast, right? And it didn't happen. I swear, the older we get, the faster things go. Like life is just going right past us, and we're not even seeing it. It's crazy. I have not talked to Mystery yet, Leslie. I was hoping to see her today. Good morning, Miss Jules. Thank you for joining us today. Great to see you. Hope you're having a great day. Did I miss anybody else in here? No, I did not. All right. Let's see what we got here. Phenomena. 1 minute. Well, 1 minute, folks. And the phone starts ringing. Never.
I have to say, if you guys haven't seen that Barb was on TV, you really should see it. It's amazing. She did so well.
Are abundant, but yeah, I'll get that cough worked out. Sorry,
Robert,
Yeah, no, I get it. It's overwhelming. You know, much like where we're at here, it is overwhelming to the senses. Of course, the camera can bring you the two-dimensional aspects of everything, but when you're live here in a 3D aspect, all of your five senses, it's your smell, it's your taste, touching, it's overwhelming to say the very least. Robert Ray for us, thank you so much for that report out of North Carolina. Of course, we have our entire team, not just in North Carolina, but also in parts of Tennessee. We have the storm and the aftermath covered from every angle. Keep it here on Fox Weather, your Hurricane HQ. Yes, there perhaps is more trouble in the tropics. More on that next.
Oh no, SRB, you're fine. No worries. I just want to make sure everyone got to see her. She is so cute. She's just so powerful to be that little. She's not giving up.
Yeah, we're gonna be watching that clip from yesterday from Miss Barbara, guys. I just wanted to check out a little bit of the weather stuff real quick, and we're gonna roll right in through that. So thank you, Doodle, for reminding me too.
Oh, you're welcome. I don't hear that, Dago. Dago, there's no sound.
Damn it, she won. Never fails. She always ends up getting one over on me. My wife was just on the phone. She says hello to everybody. Thank you for supporting the channel, and hopes everybody's having a good day. And then she won. We do this thing every time she calls me. It's kind of stupid and childish, but she says I love you, and I say I love you more, and she says no, I love you more, and then I say no, I love you more, and then one of us tries to get off the phone before the other one can say it again, and she always wins. It's like so juvenile, but it is what it is. We do it all the time.
That's cute.
What a mess, guys. This is such a sad mess. I feel so bad for these people. Anybody that's been through this. And I was checking the actual weather itself. I can't find one live. It's so hard to find it now. Faithful Mom Cheryl, welcome.
What's up?
She says, I got notified. I love it. I got notified, and I love and appreciate this awesome community, and we love and appreciate you too very much. And I love that you're using that word now. I love it. It's wonderful to see you here, by the way. Thank you. Thank you. I have a feeling that this strike's going to affect a lot of things. We're going to look into that too. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. This is just every time I look at this,
ain't nothing even come close to it.
I can't.
It flooded my house.
I just can't imagine going through this. Do you know what I mean?
Flooded on my second piece of property.
Oh my God, to start over. I mean, wow.
Right. You know what's crazy though is some of these people have done this 5 and 6 different times. It doesn't make any sense at all.
Tore down their steel shed.
You have to have to do this. You know what I mean, Doodle?
Parking their trailer under.
Oh my God, yeah, I can't imagine. I mean, not to mention just to worry about it right beforehand, to have to prepare, and then to know I may lose everything. Oh no.
Or just knowing that they will, period. And here we go again. This is time number 4. You know what I mean? How do you continuously do this again and again and again? It's just insane to me. Doodle got notified and she liked it. That's good to know.
Trailer, I reckon.
Is the sound better now, guys?
Sounds good on my end.
Okay. Good morning, Stephen. Good to see you today, sir. Just everybody, please keep these people in your thoughts and your prayers, please. that a jellyfish? It is. That was
Last
crazy.
year I was in rehab. They rebuilt it. They cut 2 rooms off and made it kind of a mini house. Insulated it for the first time. Tore all the walls out and everything. And it cost me everything I got.
This is insane. These people don't have this kind of money. Okay, a lot of these people live on an income, a fixed income, Social Security, whatever it is, retirement. They don't have the money to do this kind of stuff. This is just, it's too much.
And I worry about the ones that barely made it before this. What about the
Yeah.
ones that, were homeless before this? Are they okay? I mean, do they have family that knows they're even missing, or
Thank you.
it's
Yes,
very scary?
it is. There's so many missing people that are still not, they're still missing. I mean, granted, there have been a lot that have been found, like, that one family we were looking for, the Boudreaux family, they're found, they're safe, they're good. There's still so many that are not. There's still so many whose relatives have no idea where they're at, what's going on. It's horrible. Good morning, Miss Cassie. Hello. I wasn't gonna bother you. I remembered today. Popping in to say hi. It's a long school day with meetings and projects. Well, teach away, my dear. Teach away. She's speaking to me today. She's not ignoring me this time. You see that, SRB? Just kidding. All right, let's see what we got here. Thank you, Molly. Thank you. And let me jump to this right now. We need some positivity. We checked this out last night, but I wanted to show everybody this morning. I am so proud of Barbara. I really am. It's Barbara. For those of you that don't know who I'm talking about, Barbara Hall is part of this community, very important part of this community. We call her Ms. Barbara. And she's just an amazing person and has been through so much and is still standing strong for what she believes and working towards justice for Timmy, her son.
Yes,
So,
and I saw her on another one this morning. I noticed that the Cape Girardeau News picked it up too, and they had her on that one. I have both of those on my channel if you can't find them, but she did so well. She's just, to be that little and have that strong of a voice. I
yes.
mean, God love her. She's not giving up.
No, she's a tiny little thing, and she has got the loudest voice when it comes to this and the strongest heart. And I'm absolutely so proud of her. I really am. Good to see you, faithful mom Cheryl. Thank you for joining us. Absolutely. And of course, James and Marianne and everybody that supports her. God bless. You guys are amazing. Really, really, you are. Exotic Prairie has become a new member. Welcome to the Sauce, Prairie. We appreciate you very much. And I hope you enjoy your stay here with us. I know we will enjoy you.
And I love her picture. That's cute. I love that.
Yes, absolutely. Sitting here with Barbara Marion at Barb's house, and she's just so top. Bet she is. That'll wear you out. Like I said, she's just a tiny little thing, and it's got to wear you out. She says, "Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for everything you need to do. God bless you." Absolutely, Barbara. We love you. I hope you know that. We really do. So let's check this out, guys. Like I said, I was so proud of her. Doodle sent me this last night. And I couldn't say enough. Let me see here.
There are 448 active missing person cases in the state of Missouri right now, nearly 25,000 nationwide. Many of these cases end up going cold because investigators run out of leads and have limited resources. In the Missouri State Capitol today, the mom of a man who disappeared nearly 3 years ago called for action from law enforcement and the public. Barbara Hall said she believes cases like that of her 25-year-old son, Timmy, may have a better chance at getting solved if there are more time and more attention paid to them. She said law enforcement agencies should be better resourced so they can spend more time on these cases and also better communicate with families about what to expect.
And I was kind of stunned that nothing happens and they just get blown off or shoved under the rug. If somebody would just sit down with them and explain some of this stuff to us instead of just push us to the side, like our kids didn't matter, and they matter. They were our loved ones. They have kids too, and mine's gone.
And there is a disproportionate number of missing person cases and homicides involving African-American women. While that group makes up 19% of Missouri's population, it makes up 42% of those reported missing or murdered. The The state legislature was one vote away from launching a statewide task force to look into this, and that effort was derailed.
That there makes me sick. One vote, and they couldn't have done something to make that happen. But besides that, Barbara, God bless, that was amazing. You absolutely deserve so much more than that. But we are all so proud of you in here, and I think you did amazing. And I'm sure you're exhausted, like I said today. Much love from the entire community to you, and know that we're always behind you. That's why you guys, 448 missing cases in the state of Missouri alone. That's insane. This is why I spend so much time and attention covering these cases out of Missouri that have no answers. They have no justice, no answers, guys. It's crazy to me. So again, justice for Timmy Dees, justice for Durante Martin. All these cases that I've covered, there's so many of them, and there's so many more to come. Okay, there really are. I'm not done with the state of Missouri, unfortunately. There's more coming. We just covered Doug's case, another one. There's just so many. It's unbelievable to me. And like she said, if they would just sit down and talk to the families and explain to them what's going on instead of brushing them to the side, maybe it would make a difference, but they don't.
Yeah, I have reached out to one family for Emily Sprite. She's been missing for quite a while, and her family they're a little iffy if they want to come up on panel, but they may. But hopefully they do reach out because she needs some coverage too.
Absolutely, I'm all about that. Anybody that's in this region that has an issue going on, that has a case like this of a loved one, I'm here. I'm telling you, I will take whatever time it takes to put it out there, to cover it, to talk about it, to talk to you. I want to know. Doodle wants to know. If she already doesn't know, because Doodle knows about a lot of these too. It's just a sad truth, folks. And this happens. Listen, don't get me wrong. Missouri's not the only place this happens in. Okay, it's just one of the worst at this point. And this is where the people are taking a stand and they're speaking out on this. Not everybody's strong enough to do that. Okay, so remember that. But if you're anywhere in the world and you have stuff like this going on, I'm here for it. I will put it out there, do the best that I can. I can't do much more than that, but I will do it the very best I can and make it be heard. So that's what's important.
The worst part is, even for family members, it's like in Missouri we have no transparency. Like, we don't have press conferences like every other state where they come out and they describe the scene and what could have happened or what they think could have happened. Anything. We just need something. We need to know what's going on, and we get nothing.
Right. Absolutely. What was that call that they went to? All right, Cassie, be safe.
They went to Jefferson City, Missouri, the capital of Missouri.
Well, was there a specific thing going on there, or did they just go there to do that?
They Sonova went, and she was their advocate, and so she spoke. She spoke for them at the Capitol.
Okay, so it was like a rally then. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Gotcha. I just didn't know if there was something that they had set up to do specifically. That's all.
Oh no, I'm not positive on that. As far as I know, she was just their advocate, and she was there to speak for them. But she was even on the news. I'm just so proud of all of them. Really, to take that stand takes a lot.
No, 100%. Let me see. How do you spell Sonova's last name again?
Cantrell.
Cantrell, that's right. I forgot it. Let me see. Hold on. Nope. Okay, so on your channel, you have the other news brief on that?
Yes, I have both of them. I think it's the second one, the second video I did, someone that we haven't seen.
Gotcha. Nope, that's the first one there. This is the other one from an hour ago. Okay, here's another one, guys. I just wanted to show you real quick about that. Here we go. All right.
The two-year anniversary since the body of Timothy Dees was found in Madison County. Tonight, his mother speaks out. Here's Fox 23's Shelby Brown.
Timmy was a giver, and he helped people.
Barbara Hall, remembering the son she loved and lost,
She is Timmy's mother. She says she experienced every mother's worst nightmare and finds peace by talking about it with whoever will listen. Tragically, just 8 months after she lost her first son, she learned her second son was missing. She recalls what she was doing the day of his disappearance.
So I went to church that Tuesday, and I came home from church and I got deathly sick. I mean, I was deathly sick because he wasn't answering my phone calls and he wasn't answering my texts. So then and that wasn't like him. After Michael had died, I talked to Timmy daily. So for me not to have heard from him, I don't know, I got sick. I'm not kidding you, sick. And I thought, something's wrong.
Sadly, Hall was right. Something was wrong, and Hall would never see 25-year-old Timmy Dees again. She filed a missing persons report on February 28th of 2021 with the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. She then made signs, posters, and handed out flyers to whoever would listen. Hall also learned that Timmy had made a 911 call that stated, "My friend is chasing me," the night of his disappearance. She said she knew her son and he would never call 911 unless he was terrified.
For Timmy to make that 911 call, he was fearing for something. He wouldn't just make a 911 call saying that his friend's threatening him. He wouldn't call the police. That's what's in our family. You just didn't involve the police in your business unless it was life-threatening. So for him to do that, he had to have been scared. And that bothers me. To think that my son was scared like that, that's a tough one.
After 5 months of searching, Barbara says she got the call. They found Timmy's body in a wooded area in Madison County. She says a detective with the Madison County Sheriff's Department told her that Dees had froze to death, but Hall says that just doesn't add up. Hall says her son's debit card was used the morning after his disappearance, and she feels his 911 call was more than just a coincidence. According to Hall, several of Timmy's friends that he was with the night of his disappearance were taken in for questioning, but were later released. She said she doesn't care how long it takes. She won't stop fighting for justice for her son.
I'm not going away. And for that PI and a lawyer telling me I might end up dead, well, then they're going to have to kill me to get me to go away.
According to police reports, Madison County has had an unusual amount of suicides and missing persons in the recent years. Hall says she is no longer just fighting for justice for her son, but for other parents as well. And she says she does it in the name of Timmy.
To do something good, because that's what he would want. It's not about me, it's about what he would want.
We reached out to Madison County Sheriff's Office and received no response at this time. In Fredericktown, Shelby Brown, Fox 23 News.
Well, that was way better than the first one. She got to really speak out on that. And guys, she's right. She's absolutely right. Hence the reason why I took on covering the case is because there's so many, and Doodle can attest to this. There's so many suicides and so on and so forth. There's the answer to the deaths that happen. It doesn't make any sense. It's a really, really unheard of amount, and it doesn't match. None of the cases match up with what the answer is to them. And I gotta say, I can't trust it. You know what I mean?
Right. And poor Barb. I mean, all those signs that you saw, I mean, they made those. Her and her family, they made those signs. So think of all the work that she had to do, and then the drive there, because it's not close to her. That's quite the drive too. So, I mean, so many prayers for you, Barb. Really.
1,001%, Barb. We love you again. Let me show this one more time. This came out 2 years ago, I think, when Timmy turned 26. I think. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Just to get his space out there one more good time, because this is just never enough, in my opinion. It never is.
As a St. Louis area family hopes to find their family member alive. He disappeared in that same region almost 2 months ago.
This was a what do you call it? This was put out 2 years ago, and they were showing the initial news broadcast from back when it happened. So that's why I like to look at some of these just to refresh it for people that knew about it back in the day and people that don't know about it now at the same time. So
police say none of the bodies are that of Timmy Dees. Throughout the day, police, family, and friends have been searching Timmy's last known location, Fredericktown. It's about 90 miles south of the city. Only News 4's Jenna Ray takes us there tonight.
He was very sweet and funny.
Well, this was the initial interview that Barb gave when Timmy went missing. And I covered this one. I covered his case. How long ago did we do that, Doodle? Like 9 months ago?
Yeah, maybe. I don't think it's quite been that long.
No. And again, that's another one, James. Thank you for bringing that up. Mr. Steve from the True Crime Web Foundation has really, really helped Barb a lot and backed her up with a lot of this stuff and really went in and found out some information. And I got to give props where props goes. If we can put Mr. Steve's link in here, guys, again, I would really appreciate that. He's absolutely a complete and total blessing to any of the families that go through this in this area because he's 100% behind it. So very much appreciated too.
And he liked to joke around and dance, and he loved music. And he had a wonderful smile.
Timmy D's mom holds to memories of her son, who just turned 26 Sunday. His disappearance is so perplexing to his parents.
He would always call one of us, for sure. You know, nothing else, just say, hey, Dad, I'm all right.
He'd text me and say, I'm okay, Mom.
Barbara says Timmy was last at her home in Jefferson County on Friday, February 25th. She says Timmy's friend Caleb picked him up to go to Fredericktown for the weekend.
Caleb was a childhood friend. So for Timmy to come with Caleb to Fredericktown is not a surprise because Caleb lived here.
Sunday, February 27th is the last time Timmy was heard from. And investigators tell News 4 Timmy was seen on video at a Fredericktown gas station around 1:30 a.m. on the 28th.
He loved his job, Local 6. You know, he had checks at the Union Hall.
6 weeks later, his parents have so many questions.
Like he's vanished.
And they're not giving up on finding him.
I started coming down. We made flyers. And then I just would sit at the courthouse and hand out flyers.
Law enforcement officials believe Timothy Dees was last seen here near County Road 277. That's why volunteers are out here searching the field nearby. Law enforcement officials saying a 911 call was made from Timmy's phone on February 28th.
The direction's going to be this way.
Those volunteers searched for hours Tuesday. It's unclear who made the 911 call from Timmy's phone. As for the people he was with on February 28th,
I've gotten 10 different stories from him, so I don't know.
Madison and Jefferson County Sheriff's offices, along with Missouri Highway Patrol, are now assisting in the search for Timmy Dees. The families even hired a private investigator. The disappearance is even more emotional after suddenly losing their other son back in June.
We love our son and we just want to find him. There's no doubt he's probably not alive, but I just want to find him to put him with his brother where he'd want to be. Whoever did this to my son has taken everything.
In Fredericktown, Jenna Ray, News 4.
Now, I showed you guys that because some of you guys have no idea who Timmy is, and I understand that. A lot of you guys are new. I showed that so that you guys could see the initial scenario with this. Timmy was found 3.5 months later. Is that right, Doodle? 3.5.
Found in I believe he was found in July, and he went missing in February. Yes.
6 months, closer to 6 months. Okay. So anyway, here's the thing, folks. When this child was found, to me as a child, is somebody's child. Okay. He was found in a, I would say, I guess you would call it like a drainage ditch right in front of the judge at the time for the area, the judge's house. And they said he froze to death. No, he didn't. That is nowhere near how this happened, you guys. And I will tell you that till I'm gone, that's not how this happened. To be where he was found, it was right at the entrance to this judge's home. So how did you not see him for 6 months? Because they're basically they're stating that he was there, and that's where he was. No, he wasn't. There's no way in hell. Okay, so I have my own feelings about this. I've stated a long time ago that I believe he was placed there after the fact, quite a ways after the fact. I have my own thoughts on that. I'm not going to get into that because we're not doing crime right now. I'm just telling you that's what this story is all about. That's what Miss Barb is fighting for, and everybody else around her, and the rest of us as well.
His debit card was used the morning that he was missing.
Yep.
Well, then how did he use his debit card and the transaction didn't go through?
Thank you.
Well, of course they didn't know his PIN. You know, but that's not the point. So it's just like so many little things have went wrong there.
Yeah.
The lightning strikes. Oh, we don't have this bar because lightning hit this. How many times does lightning hit the same spot? I mean, seriously.
Thank you.
I know. I really get into this.
I do too. It's just a whole bunch of bullshit, and every direction that Barb turned, there was a door slammed in her face. There were so many failures through the state and different people that it's just enough. No, Stephen, I don't think the judge had anything to do with it as far as unaliving him, but there's a lot of crooked corruption in this area, guys. I've covered it in depth, and I don't trust anything that's been put out ever anymore. So I definitely do not believe he was in that spot the whole time. There's no way. No. You're going to tell me that the entrance, basically, you guys, the driveway that goes to this man's house, if you're pulling into the driveway looking towards the house, to the right was a culvert, a big like culvert ditch type thing. Okay.
Yeah, it was a dry water creek.
Well, there you go. Okay. I didn't know what to call it, but yeah, dry water creek. You're going to tell me that nobody saw him? You don't look out your window when you're pulling in and out of your driveway? People driving around. I mean, come on. This is stupid. It's commonsensical stuff. Okay. So no, I do not believe he was there. I believe he was put there after the fact. Whatever happened before that, I couldn't tell you for sure. But there's strange things that go on in this area. And like I said, if you tune into the channel when we cover this stuff, you'll find out all the stuff that has gone on and all the things that we've talked about. There's a lot of videos in here. You can go back and watch them if you're interested. I'm just saying, it's a bunch of BS. So that's why we're all so supportive and very proud of Barb for anything that she is able to accomplish and achieve with this, because it's been a fight and a war from the very beginning. I'm very grateful that she's getting somewhere with something. And again, thank you to Mr. Steve for everything he's done, and anybody and everybody that has supported Barb and all of these victims' families throughout this whole thing. Like I said, there's more to come, folks. So much more to come. So moving forward, though, again, I want to show you guys, Tomboy had thrown something up there about, I don't know how many of you guys think or are familiar with the Morgan Nick case. I guess there's been an update, and this happened back in 1995. I do believe it was. I think they did that row and nothing came out of it. So let me see here. Yeah, this is definitely breaking news. Let's check this out. And
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. First, I would like to thank you all for joining us today. My name is Jeff Pointer, and I'm the chief of the Alma Police Department. We called you here today to report a significant development in the investigation of the 1995 kidnapping of Morgan Nick. You'll recall that Morgan was kidnapped from a parking lot of the Alma Little League ball field, just about a block away from here, around 10:45.
did he just say kidnapped?
He sure did. He really did.
I just wanted to make sure I heard that, but that's, I'm sorry. On we go.
p.m. on June the 9th, 1995. A suspect description was provided, as was a description of a red truck with a white camper shell that was allegedly involved. Since then, we, along with allied local, state, and federal law enforcement officials, have spent thousands of hours working more than 10,000 leads in this case. One of the early persons of interest in this case was Billy Jack Links. Links was arrested for sexual solicitation of a child on August 29th, 1995 in Van Buren, Arkansas. On that occasion, Links tried to lure an 11-year-old girl into his red pickup truck. This was roughly 12 weeks after Morgan's disappearance. Police questioned Links on August 31st, 1995. He denied any knowledge of Morgan's abduction and at that time appeared to be truthful. Investigators at that time moved on. In July 2019, then Alma Police Department Lieutenant Brett Hartley decided to go back to the beginning of this case, to review the case from the beginning. During that process, Lieutenant Hartley spoke with an individual who provided information, inspiring him to revisit the possibility that Billy Jack Links might be Morgan's abductor. Investigators worked to locate the truck Links owned in 1995, and we were able to contact the current owner of that truck. We determined that the owner had no knowledge of Links. He gave permission for us to examine the truck for evidence at that time. To that end, investigators arranged for the FBI evidence response team to examine the truck, and they did so on July the 28th, 2020. Among the collection methods the team used was that of vacuuming various locations within the vehicle. In doing so, they produced several vacuum canisters containing various forms of matter, including hair from the vehicle. Upon completion of the collection process, the FBI retained custody of the evidence. In July 2023, Detective Sean Taylor with the Alamo Police Department learned of advanced analysis processes that's available at Ortham Laboratory, which is based in Texas. Detective Taylor.
Oh, there's Ortham again. For those of you that remember Ortham out of the Idaho 4 case, so they're being used again. If this man tells me that they found Morgan Nick's hair in these vacuum canisters after how many years? That's going to blow my mind, you guys. I'm telling you right now.
Taylor conferred with a representative of the lab and learned, among other things, they had been successful in developing DNA profiles from hair with or without roots. On September 11, 2023, Detective Taylor conferred with an FBI agent to discuss the possibility of sending this trace evidence to Ortham Labs. On September 27, 2023, Detective Taylor received a package containing this evidence from the FBI, which was originally from the red truck. On December 1st, 2023, Detective Taylor sent this evidence to Ortham Laboratory for testing. And it's at that time that I wish to express my sincere thanks to the Arkansas State Police for providing the funding that was necessary to perform this analysis. On September 27, 2024, Ortham Laboratory sent a report to Detective Taylor stating in essence that they determined that the hair contained in the evidence that was submitted for analysis was that of Colleen Nick, one of her siblings or one of her children. We spent the next few days doing follow-up interviews with members of the Nick family, which revealed that none of them knew Billy Jack Links and that none of them had been in a truck that was similar to this one. The bottom line in this is that the physical evidence collected from the truck that Links owned when Morgan was abducted strongly indicates that Morgan had been in this truck. Billy Jack Links died in the year 2000. I think the most important thing here is Morgan is still missing. But we've reached a point where we can concentrate on one suspect to determine the circumstances surrounding Morgan's abduction. How was she taken from the ball field? What happened next? Did Links have help in abducting Morgan or concealing his crime all these years? And where is Morgan now? I can tell you today that this investigation is not over. It is ongoing and active. In the wake of this development, we're working to expand our understanding of Links and his activities. This includes, for example, additional interviews and re-interviews of known associates, and locating any additional physical evidence. This is where we need your help. We ask that every member of the public who might have information that can help answer these questions, contact us at 1-800-THE-LOST, which is the number for the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. It's 1-800-843-5678. This time we will take a few questions.
Chief, what's the next step on this? And I guess what other information are you still investigating, or is there other evidence that you're still investigating at this point?
Well, like I explained, we want to go back and see if there's any more evidence that can be located. Our next step is refocusing on Mr. Links' activities and any unknown associates of his at that time.
Have you checked his old house in Van Buren?
There's been some investigations that have been done there, yes.
Yeah, I think he's probably overwhelmed and nervous because of the length of this case that's been going on. I am completely mind blown right now that after how many years is this happened in 95, okay? They did the vacuuming on this vehicle with what they used in it. I think it's 2019. Between 2019 and 2020, guys, that is a lot of years for DNA of any form or anything from this girl to be in that vehicle. That's amazing to me. Okay. And I got to give it to Orthram at this point, at least, that they were able to. It took a while, but still, they found the truck. They found the hair. This is crazy. I mean, I'm glad. And sadly, this man is deceased already because he's not going to have to face it. But damn, that's all I can say. Wow. Welcome, Matahari. Good to see you today. The only thing I can imagine, welcome Chopper, good to see you, and Flickery, good to see you too. The only thing I can imagine they can do is they can follow up with anybody that was close to him. Doodle, I mean, you being in law enforcement, what are your thoughts on like how they could go forward from this? You know what I mean?
I mean, the fact that they found the hair is amazing. So I would honestly think they'll probably go for any other DNA that was around that hair.
Anybody, and yeah,
and then go from there. I mean, because they have to match up somehow.
And then and the fact that she's still missing. I mean, I'm gonna say, in my opinion, that she's probably no longer with us at this point. But if he's deceased, nobody's ever going to know unless somebody knows how or where she could be at that point. You know what I'm trying to say? So
yeah.
I'm just grateful.
They found the truck. How'd they find the truck?
That's another big thing. Like, how the hell did you find the truck? The owner of the truck could have said no. They cooperated. Thank the Lord. And all right, let me finish. Let this finish up, guys. Sorry, trainer.
Billy Jack Leaks being declared as an actual suspect?
As of today, for the first time that I'm aware of in this case, I'm calling Billy Jack Links a suspect in Morgan's abduction.
And as of right now, he's the only person, correct?
He is.
Talk about two things. Nearly 30 years later, that's incredible that you've been able to have this evidence analyzed. Talk about that for me.
Well, I'm not going to stand here and try to answer scientific questions because I don't understand them. The fact is, a laboratory that does this kind of testing has confirmed that this evidence was located in the truck. It took them a while to get some results, just because you just said it's been almost 30 years, and so the fact that the evidence was degraded, so that it did take some time to provide those results.
Now I can't remember because this I remember the case, but of course back then I wasn't doing this, and I was we didn't have the technology we have now for certain things. But does anybody that does know this case, do you guys remember if they have already excavated any of his properties back in the days when they looked at him the first time? Do we know that at all? Probably not. A lot of people probably don't even know this case. He died in 2000. I'll have to look into that then. I guess at this point, since we have an update, maybe it's good that I cover this. Okay, Doodles or Tomboy says no, they didn't. Well, there's a start right there. I would definitely go do that because people like this very probably could have buried her on his own property. Just saying, you know what I mean? It's happened in the past, so that would be a good start. And they need to get close to people that he was close to that could have been possibly involved with this. Who knows? I can agree with that too, Flickery. It's very possible. Whoa, I love your icon. That's wild looking. And he moved cities frequently, so they'll have to figure out where he was living throughout all that period of time and see if there's anything that changed up. That's a good point. Matahari said I was only 11 when she went missing. I think I was the 20. Yeah, I was 20 in 95. So that'll tell you, like, this has been a minute, guys. 29, it was almost 30 years, I'm going to say. And that's what blows my mind, that they still found this hair after that long. That's an amazing thing to me. Thank God, because this could have went away, or this could have stayed cold forever. And to have this now, that's amazing to me. I love it. Welcome, Gary.
The family that we have talked to has been cooperative, yes.
How confident are you that this is going to lead to her whereabouts?
Yeah, I can't answer that right now. We hope that that's the end result, to be able to bring Morgan home.
You mentioned looking at whether he acted alone. Are there any indications that he didn't act alone, or how are you looking into those things?
Well, there's still, as I mentioned, there's still active and ongoing. We don't know if he acted alone or if he had someone with him. Those are some things that we want to go back and try to find out just by
exactly, Piglet.
And re-examining some of the evidence.
Is there anything that's pointed to that
possibility? As of right now, we have no indication of that. But again, that's something that I can't answer for sure right now.
Are there any more? I'm trying to refresh my memory. Really up to speed. I believe it was reported that people reported a possible red truck, possibly this person in the Kibler area, a river access location. Is that any more information? Am I correct when I said that? Not long after the disappearance, matching his description of that truck there.
Yes, there was. If you guys remember, as I know most of you do, there was a lot of reports of this red truck at various locations around that time.
Do you believe that's founded, that report that you received about that truck at that location?
We believe that several of the locations has been confirmed.
Do you know how many hands this truck has been passed over, or has it just been a direct sale to the last person?
It has had a few owners in between.
And are those like recorded sales, or is that cash on the table type?
No, it's recorded sales.
Did you say you only found one piece of hair, or were there multiple?
It's my understanding there was multiple hairs found, but there was one of them that these results came from.
And has the hair been tested before and now retested?
I can't answer that for sure, but it's my understanding that this hair has never been tested.
As of now, has anyone come forward with additional information about links that maybe said, told me about this? Has anybody else, I know we put this out there, last year, a couple years ago, asking for information about links. Between now and then, has anybody come forward with more information specifically about that?
We have gotten some information on links, but it's not the answer we need. All the information that we've received has been very helpful to this point, but we need more, and that's the purpose of this conference today.
What kind of information are you looking for? Someone who knows him, or is it
Yes,
an area?
Someone that knew him, maybe a witness that's never said anything, maybe someone that he told something to that has never told anyone.
Chief, prior to the arrest in Van Buren, did he have a criminal record in his past?
Yes, he did.
Was it extensive?
Not to my knowledge. I know he had a previous arrest here in Crawford County a few years prior.
And I know you've looked at him extensively. Can you just simply tell us about links when he lived in this area, briefly about him? Who might have known? Tell me about
Well, Links was from Crawford County. He had retired from the Texas area and moved to Crawford County, and I'm not sure of those dates, but like I said, he was retired. He was, so he was around this area, had some family around this area. That kind of what you're asking?
Yeah, he lived here for some time. How long? I don't know. I'm just trying to find out more about who this.
This happened in 95, Flickery. This press conference is from 103 minutes ago. So
How long was he here? Just generally, who might have known him? Who did he hang out with? Tell us about
it's my understanding, and again, I don't have those dates in front of me right now, but he had lived in the Crawford County area for several years, and it's to my knowledge that he was retired.
What was his age at the time of death?
His age at that time would have been, I believe, 72 years old.
Now that he's passed, has this opened a whole portfolio on him of looking into his past and other databases to see any leads to this, or just looking into his past in this investigation?
Yes, we're looking into his past. We're hoping that someone has the missing puzzle that we need that can come forward.
We know that he did a attempted kidnapping. Have we talked to that family just to see if he mentioned anything of where they would take her or any ways of where they would?
Yes, that investigation has been looked at.
Moving forward, what kind of law enforcement presence will be dedicated to this case?
Well, obviously, we have someone that's dedicated to this case. Alma's a small department, but some of us multitask, but we do have an investigator that's dedicated to this case. We have a part-time investigator that's dedicated to this case, in this case only. We have good allies with the local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies that has offered any assistance that we need.
Is it safe to say this is the most significant breakthrough we've had?
In my opinion, yes.
And just for clarification, it's just that you have Morgan Nicks associated with the truck and with Link, but it doesn't necessarily mean that Link's had, you don't have any evidence of what Link actually did something to. Is that right?
That is correct. We believe strongly that Morgan was in this truck.
Has the LEO or any officials having searched this property?
There have been some searches done in the past, yes.
Anything that links him to that ballpark in the past or that particular evening?
Not to my knowledge, other than some sightings of a similar pickup, if not the truck, in the area.
Okay, one last question, please.
Was there any other evidence found inside that truck that ties Morgan to the truck other than here?
I can't answer that right now because I'm honestly not sure what all evidence was collected out of that truck. It was processed by the FBI evidence response team. We were present for that, but there was some evidence that was tested by the FBI, and so some of that is I don't know.
Chief, I see you're joining state police, local prosecutors, FBI. This is everyone who's actively assisting with this. Is that correct?
No, as I mentioned, the state police was a big help in funding this testing. So they're here with us today as assisting us and have offered their resources for us.
Any members like to talk?
Not at this time. I'm going to turn it over to Colleen that wants to say something.
There have been an army of supporters and advocates and heroes who have rallied to uncover the truth about Morgan's disappearance. And you see those people here in this room today. And what I have to say about Billy Jack Links is that he stole Morgan from me. He stole her from her dad. And he stole her from Logan and Taryn. But he didn't see that he could never win. Because our love for Morgan, her memory and her voice outlasted his life. And that love continues to shine. Her heart, Morgan's heart, shines on.
Again, we appreciate you guys being here today. Any media questions are going to be routed to the Arkansas State Police Public Information Officer. Again, thank you.
All right. Well, we are finishing up that press conference there in Alma where we found out that Billy Jack Links, his truck, there was a DNA in there, a piece of hair that matched Colleen Nix. Now, they do believe that that is linked to Morgan and her disappearance. And like they said, they haven't really had one suspect except him this whole time. And they can't prove exactly that he did anything to her, but they can prove now that they do believe she was in his truck.
They're saying they're certain she was in his truck. And it is pretty amazing.
I am just completely mind blown over this. This is crazy. Thank you for that link.
I'm not familiar with this case, but I guarantee you right now an officer is probably in charge of going through all of his past residences, any vehicles he had owned or even, as they call, junked at the junkyards, maybe looking at old properties that had any old refrigerators, stoves.
Anything. Yeah, right. There's the link for the Morgan Nick Foundation. Thank you, Tomboy, for that. I remember this case and bits and pieces of it because, of course, once you're interested in this kind of stuff, you follow it for a long time. I just didn't have the ability to do what I'm doing then. Now, I do believe that Billy Jack was convicted of assaulting somebody in his family around about the time that Morgan went missing too. I can't remember for sure. And oh, there it is, right there. Thank you, Mama Duck. He was, yeah, his granddaughter in '93, guys. So 2 years before Morgan went missing. So this guy was already a dirtbag at that point. Okay, which is probably one of the reasons why they looked at him if he had been seen in that area. So this guy was a puke. Okay, this is what he did. I just can't believe 30 years and they found that's completely blows my mind. That's an amazing thing to me, but I hope that there can be the outcome that everybody wants. You know, the best case scenario in this situation is that maybe she was sold. You know, there was trafficking going on back in those days. It was a little different than it is now, but it was going on. And she's a grown woman now and doesn't know. Okay. And then they can come forward with that situation. That's the best case scenario at this point. Worst case, of course, is that she's been deceased for a long, long time and that she's buried somewhere. So I gotta wonder. That was my next statement. Are you in my head today, Mama Duck, or what? The next thing I was gonna say is he responsible for any other, disappearances or any other missing children from that period of time in that area? I wonder how many other cold cases there were that this man could have been responsible for, because people like this they're not just happy with one situation. Okay, they're predators and they pray and pray and pray and pray and pray. That's all they do. So I gotta wonder. I definitely gotta wonder. Alicia said Missy Witt. Okay. Yeah. I mean, are you guys saying that you believe that he might be responsible for that one too? Yeah, you guys both said at the same time. That's pretty wild.
Wow, I am so new to this. I'm gonna have to look this case up.
Yeah, I was actually gonna cover the Missy Witt case update
Oh,
on that.
good.
Last week I talked about it. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that too. Okay. They're all saying the same thing. Yes. Okay. Yeah, we will get into that too, guys. It makes you wonder. They're from the same area, and she went missing in December of '94. Bing, bang, boom. There you go. So she went missing before Morgan did. He was he assaulted his granddaughter in '93. So this is a pattern, folks. Okay, obviously.
Did
You
they
got to
find
wonder.
the other girl?
I'm sorry.
Did they find Missy Witt?
No,
No. Oh no. Okay.
not back then. Let me see. Where did they find her, you guys? It's been a minute. Wait, and the bartender from the Night Owl. Yes, there's another one. Yes, they found her. When did they find her? I meant they didn't find her. Hold on, guys. My head's going crazy right now. I'm looking at everybody's comments. Where did they find Missy and when? Let's answer that one. She was found in the woods, January of '95. Thank you, Alicia. Okay. I was trying to answer 3 questions at once. And then the bartender of the Night Owl, that's the one I was saying no, I don't know about that one. So she was the bartender from the Night Owl, right? Am I putting this together right? Because I know slightly about that, but not enough to talk about it. I just have had people send me emails on it. Okay, let's talk about this then. So Morgan Nix, Missy Witt, and the bartender are 3 separate situations. So we can clarify this for everybody and myself.
You're doing great. You're doing good.
I just got overlapped with everything and my head starts. ADHD makes it hard. No, she
And
was
until someone does this, they don't get it. I get it now because yesterday's live, I was like, oh, I understand now.
It can be overwhelming at times, but I'm okay with this. Okay, so Missy was taken from the bowling alley. Morgan was taken from the ballpark. And then we have the bartender from the Night Owl. Now, the Night Owl bartender, I remember hearing about that, but I didn't get into the details on that. So, Amber Hagerman, too. Yeah, I remember hearing that story. I didn't know the guy's name, though, until today. I was told that they believed that one person was responsible for multiple scenarios. So, good. So, we'll get into all of this stuff at some point when we do the true crime stuff, for sure. they got to be looking into them to see if they're gonna link together. Hey, Brandy, welcome, dear. Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to confuse anybody. I was confused myself. So, Found in the Woods 95. So, what was the scenario? If anybody can explain to me what happened with the bartender situation, so I know what to separate, and you know what I mean. But you guys, you can tell that there's real true crimers in here that have been dealing with these cases for years upon years. Okay, Lisa, thank you, dear. I'll look into it. It's no big deal. I'll figure it out. So anyway, that's some good news. We got two bouts of good news today. Miss Barbara's situation, this situation, and oh Lord. Yeah, let's update on this too.
Welcome back to 11 Alive Midday at 11 within the.
This is what we do in here on this show. Thank you, Mama Duck. I appreciate that very much. Any help to catch up with things that I'm not familiar with is a big help. I promise you.
Last hour, a news conference wrap from the
agencies responding to the chemical plume in Rockdale County.
Rockdale's chairman says it's an all hands on deck situation, and still it's going to take some time, even until the end of the week. 11 Live's Bobeth Yates is live for us in Conyers with more. Bobeth, a lot of information coming out within the last hour. What did we learn here?
Yes, well, Rockdale County Chairman Oz Nesbitt told me this is an all-hands-on-deck situation and that they are working right now to stop the fumes from off-gassing into the air. Now, officials say this all continues and will continue to unfold in the next coming days. Now, you can take a look at some video that we shot this morning showing those fumes as they actually off gas from chemicals in the area. Officials are now given an updated warning saying that while you can still see the fume, it is safe. The water and your air.
I can guarantee you, Flickery, that, and Doodle, you could probably attest to this as well. Since they found Morgan's here and there, they're going to be testing anything else they found in there against other cases that have been in that area. Probably isn't that pretty much an automatic scenario when that happens?
Yes, yeah, and they will also do like a dusting to see if there's anything else in there. I mean, there could possibly be some kind of dried blood, anything, and even in the floorboards. I mean, you never know.
Fingerprints, stuff, DNA of any sort. Yeah, I would imagine that's probably any cases from that area within that realm of time. They're probably going to be testing it against all those. That's just an opinion I had, but yeah. If he had them, I hope they do. I know they tested Missy's nail clippings, but only found female DNA. Gotcha. Thank you, Alicia.
I'm glad you brought that up because nail clippings.
Say that again.
Sorry,
you cut
I
out.
apologize. But
Okay.
yeah, nail clippings are a huge deal. Like if you're ever in a situation where you can't get help, but you want to let somebody know you're there, break a nail, leave it.
That's a good point. That's a huge thing. Yes. Did they teach that in the academy, or is that just something you pick up during like working within law enforcement? Okay. Well, I didn't want to talk to you either. Bye-bye. I'm just kidding. She's having some technical issues, obviously, guys. She'll be back. No worries. That's I'm curious to know if they teach all that kind of stuff. There she is. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can. I had got a call and it skipped. It just knocked me right off there.
Oh, it's okay. So do they teach that kind of stuff like when you go through the academy or?
Oh yeah. Yeah, they do. And it's
Absolutely.
life lessons. I mean, you learn along the way.
Yeah. Well, like I figured, like working in the the service itself. So just as much as like, when you see an officer pull somebody over every time, I always wondered until I talked to a friend of mine that's a police officer. He explained it to me. When they walk up on the vehicle, you always see them put their hand on it. They touch it. Always. It's just a thing that you learn. Is that something they teach you too? Or
Oh
is that
yeah. That's for your safety. Yes,
Yep.
that's for your safety.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I have a feeling that vehicle is going to be completely taken apart at this point and to find anything and everything they can. And it would be amazing if this vehicle leads to more information on other cases. That would be just amazing to me. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And that's the kind of stuff that I like to see happen because we need some happy endings to some of the stuff that we don't have. And that's probably the worst way to say that, happy endings. But you guys know what I mean. Positive information. So
Closure. Everything
Closure.
deserves
Yeah.
closure.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, some of these cases, you guys, it bugs me because they go on forever. People like my friend's case. You guys have heard this, Raymond Fife. His mother's still alive by the grace of God, and I know why she's staying alive. She's ready to go, folks. She's tired. Her husband's gone. Everybody else is gone. Marion is still alive. Okay, because Miriam, sorry, she wants to see Danny Lee Hill be put to death for the death of her son. And it's been almost 40 years, folks. I mean, these people need closure. They deserve some form of closure. Their lives are ruined forever, okay? And they get nothing out of it. And Miriam became an advocate to help in other cases, and that's all that she did for her career. Her whole life was dedicated to this, and it's sad that that's what that has to be. So to get any kind of closure, thank you for putting that in my head, Doodle. Any kind of closure whatsoever in any of these types of cases is an absolute wonderful thing. It really is. So, yep, that's another one. I've heard of that myself. Scratching the attacker, anything you can do to get their DNA, to prove who you were, that you were there, that they were there, things like that. Yes, that's a good one too. So, see there, that's what I mean. Missy's mom died in 2011. It's not fair. It is not fair because she didn't get closure. She has no idea. You know what I mean? And that's wrong.
Yes, yes. And until you have sat with a grieving mother that's fighting for justice, and you just see the sadness, you see the grief, but you also see their strength, and they become an advocate like Barb even. It's like, it's amazing to me. I look at that, I look at these women and I think, wow, here
Yep.
we are. We sit and complain about the littlest things in our lives, and these women are facing Satan straight on. It's amazing. It's just amazing what they do.
Head first. Yes, ma'am. Miss Barbara, Miss Karen that we just had on here the other day, Kimberly Lott. There's so many more, guys. So many more. It's a horrific thing. It's just not fair. And these are, like Doodle just said, and there's fathers that are involved too. Okay, but these mothers are the strongest women on the planet. I have nothing but the absolute most respect I could possibly demonstrate towards these people. I don't think I could go through something like that. I don't. And of course, this goes back to what I said the other day. We don't know how we would react in a situation until we have to,
That's true.
And hopefully nobody ever has to. But I'm saying it's a horrific thing. And I got to give as much grace as is allowed to these people for doing what they do every single day, waking up every day, doing what they do and going to bed every night. It's just nonstop.
Right. And it's their nightmare.
Every day.
Every day. They wake up. Yep. They wake up fighting. They go to bed fighting. Their mind races at night of what they can accomplish the next day.
Yep.
I mean, they're warriors. There's no other words for it.
Yep. And it's never ending, folks. It's never ending. There's never a pause. There's never a day off from it. There's never anything. And it gets worse. It's worsened. People say, well, the holidays are here, this and that. That's the worst time for these people to have to do what they do. And they go on living their life like everybody else does. And that amazes me. It absolutely, this is why I do what I do.
Yes. And then you see one mother comforting another grieving mother. And you're just like, wow. Wow.
They come together. The people in the cases in Missouri that I've covered, you guys, it's amazing to me. It is absolutely, you see them in here, James Tate, Marion, Miss Barbara, Kimberly Lott, Miss Karen, all of these people, also Mandy Yates, okay? All of these people have come together in a group and they support each other. And they've all been through the same type things. And Mandy, she advocates against all this kind of stuff and puts the stuff out there and so on and so forth. Again, they're all working together to support each other, to keep each other standing.
Right. And these are women that they didn't know one another before this. Barbara didn't live in Fredericktown. Her housing is away from there, hours away.
Right.
So I mean, these people came together over their children, and now they're just excelling. They're just taking over. And I love that.
Yes, me too. Me too. That's why I started taking on these things, seeing the strength and the amazement. It was just like, I need to get in there and help in any way I can. I don't have a dog in that fight at all, but I do because I care for people. Okay. And I want to see justice for these people. And I see what they go through on a daily basis. You know, I know what that's like. I've been around stuff like that. In turn, that's why I do what I do. That's why Doodle does what she does. That's why Miss Sherry does what she does. Why Arctic and Mom and everybody else, Miss Duchess, everybody does what they do because of those reasons right there. And you don't have to have a situation in your life like this to understand it. To know what they go through, yes, but to support them, no, you don't, is what I'm saying. So very amazing stuff, guys. These people are just, they're like sport. The best way to put it, like Doodle said, they are warriors on a daily basis.
Yes, and it's almost like their purpose in life, they didn't even realize it, how many people they would help along their way. Fighting for their own child's justice. They have turned into the best soft-hearted, but a reckoned force with. You know, you don't want to mess with these women for sure.
No, not at all. Absolutely can't. Yeah, Candace Cooley, awesome women advocate. Yeah, that Candace Cooley's another one too. That is a strong woman. Okay.
Brandy Neal is another one.
Yes, all of them, all of these people, folks. And it's amazing that they have the strength that, like, people doubt themselves, me included. Doodle's doubted herself. Doodle's been through some hell and back too. Okay. Alicia, Tomboy, a lot of people in here have been through some shit in different variations of stuff. And when you're going through it, you're standing there going, I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm not going to make it through this. I can't do this. And guess what happens? They get through it and they're stronger on the other side of it.
And I think that everybody in here can relate to one case. There is one case that every one of us has one case, whether it be a missing child or abused child or something. The reason we're in this community is because we want to help. We want to save somebody that we wish would have saved us.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
That's why we're here, guys. That, like I said, I have a couple reasons. Okay. But the main one that drew me to this stuff a long time ago was my friend Raymond. What was done to him, my understanding of how somebody could do that to somebody as a human being. Okay. Because we all have blood and oxygen in our bodies, the same. Okay. We all breathe the same oxygen. We all bleed the same blood. Black, white, Asian, I don't care what the hell it is. How do you do that to another person that's a living, breathing human being? That's where I came out and said, how? I couldn't process that. I still can't. So me in turn, I get involved in helping people through fire and EMS. My family, law enforcement on my father's side, medical on my mother's side. So I'm a family full of civil servants and helpers, as I call it. People that are here to help people. Okay. And like I said, when I had to step away from that forcefully, I had no other way to help somebody. And that's what I felt like was my calling in life, is to help people. Here I sit now doing this because that's what I feel I have to do. So I will always do this because there needs to be support for these people in every aspect. So sorry, Doodle, I felt like you were going to say something. I didn't mean to talk over.
No, you're fine. For me, it was Summer Wells. I come out of my shell able to chat and stuff after watching hers because I lived that life. I really did. I lived Summer Wells' life, only I didn't go missing. So I knew then, I'm going to help. I want to help other families. I want to help them get some kind of justice because you always want to be the person that would have saved you.
Yeah.
Everyone needs that.
You always want to know that there's somebody that would save you too, and to feel completely alone in situations like this it's not good. I think the case that brought me into this, that the case that got me interested in crime in itself was my friend. The case that brought me into this, truly, and it was all notebooks and pens at that point, was John Benet Ramsey. That one just like my eyes went all the way open. And I'm going, what is going on with this? That's where it started for me into this world. Okay. And then when Gabby Petito went missing, I really said, okay, I got to do something here. And I started slightly there. And then when Summer dropped, it was over. That was it. I was fully involved with quite a few people in here as well. Miss Sherry was involved. Molly was very involved in Summer's case. Mama Bear was involved. There's quite a few people in here that are here with me that were there then. Even as I was working with another creator at that time on those cases. And then Kylie Rodney, another one. The Idaho 4 scenario, it just kept falling and going and going and going, and it'll never stop as far as I'm concerned at this point. As long as I can do what I'm doing, I'm going to be doing it, folks. That's it. I'll never give up. I don't care who tries to stop me from it. I don't care who tries to stomp on me and hold me down. It doesn't matter. I'm going to do it because it needs to be done, and it's in my heart and my soul at this point. It's a passion that you have for justice, okay? Nobody should be able to get away with doing the things that they do to these people, and that's how a lot of us feel. And we all come together in the same corner of this area to stand together against these types of things is why we do what we do, in my opinion. So, and there, yeah, that's the thing right there too, is there's always going to be that next one. There's never going to be a clean slate with this. There's never going to be, okay, we don't have nothing to talk about today. Never, ever, ever is there going to be that time, guys. There's always going to be something going on. Guys, there's enough missing children and missing people in the world right now that we could probably do this for the next 1,000 years and never touch it completely.
Oh yeah, I know I share probably 60 flyers a day. Not to mention what Arctic does and Mom.
Arctic,
And,
yeah.
and most of the time, none of ours are the same. I mean, very, very seldom do we post the same ones more than like 2 or 3. So that
That's-
just tells you how many in one day.
And that's a very sad truth. You know, it really is. I don't do as much of the missing people. I do it, but not nowhere near as much as everybody else does, because I cover other things as well. If I spent every day, I said this the other day, doing nothing but missing posters and missing people every day, 7 days a week, 12 to 24 hours a day, there would not even be a scratch on the surface of this, guys. Same with Arctic, Mom, Doodle, Wisdom. It just doesn't, it's never going to happen, guys. They're always going to happen like that. It's always going to be weird.
Definitely. And then, you know, you can post missing flyers and you may get 50 views on those missing flyers, and you just ask them to share. That's what I always say, you know, share, 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 but they don't share. I mean, but you put one video up with a funny monkey throwing poop, you get 15,000. And that's so sad to me. These are human beings. These are children. And
Yeah.
yet, you know, nobody wants to share it. No one cares. I mean, not no one. There's several people that do, but it's sad to think the reality. There's a missing child, and no one cares like that,
People
like they
don't
would for an
care.
animal. It's crazy.
It is. It's beyond crazy. I've seen people freak out, literally freak out and lose their mind over a missing dog. Okay. And completely avoid a missing child case. What the actual hell? It just blows my mind. That's all I'm saying. So, Miss Sherry says, and every one of us that are in here because of something that has either happened in our lives, something that we've seen that has really overcome our minds and our hearts. Like Sherry, you know, in an 8th grade when a classmate was involved in an unaliving 2 people. See, that's what I mean. There's a reason why we're all in here. It's not just because we're bored. It's not just because we want entertainment. We all feel that we need to have some part in some kind of a way to be part of making something happen with this stuff. It's the only way I can explain it. I think people try to detach themselves from stuff like that, and it scares them, so they pretend it doesn't happen. That happens a lot. That very much does happen a lot, Alicia. That's a good point. One of the boys that was involved in Carlotta Hartness killing was in my... Oh, okay. Wow, that's crazy, Sherry. And I'll tell you something else, too, is, you know, a lot of the stuff, like, around me, there's a lot of people that have gone missing that have, like, and things that have happened that showed up on Unsolved Mysteries that I've seen in my local area. Hell, I'll go back as far as finding out that my grandfather, my great-grandfather, my grandmother's father, okay, sorry about that, was the sheriff in a very small Virginia country town and was murdered. Okay. And the murder was premeditated and set up by his wife at the time. He was a very abusive alcoholic, beat on her, and at some point she got her revenge, but he was my great-grandfather, and we have all the records and everything on this, and I'm telling you, to this day, it's still being covered up because they stated that he was drunk and he would sleep at the jail because he was too drunk to go home, whatever, okay? And that he fell off the bunk in the jail and got contusions to his head, which killed him. That's not what happened. And if you go look into it at this point in time, they still have it covered up. They took his plaque off the wall, blah, 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 said this, said that, and all that kind of stuff. We dug into it. My whole family did. It was on Unsolved Mysteries at some point, too. So these are the things, like I said, that make you look into this stuff and want you to be part of this. Your soul makes you want to be part of this kind of stuff to try to figure these things out. So it's pretty wild, guys. It really is how our minds work and what attracts us to certain things. And it's a good thing, though, because there's so many of us here. I mean, guys, 30 years ago, if this was available to us then, can you imagine? It's crazy. Because a lot of us have always sat with little notebooks and wrote things down or watched on TV or read stories and have always said, that would be crazy if I could do something about that. I'd really like to. Now we can. And if nothing less, we can talk about it, bring awareness to it so that it is known. That's what I think is the most important thing at this point. So the baby thing is very hard for me too. Very hard. And as you guys saw yesterday, there's certain cases that pull on my heartstrings a little more than others. The Lena Keel case, that was hard, guys. That was very hard for me to put out. But there's other cases that are just like that I could do with no problem. It's still rough, but it doesn't affect you like that. So you got to,
I agree. It's the mindset. It's the mindset you have, especially on ones that can match up to your past experiences that you latch onto. Those are the ones you latch onto, but then you get too far into it and then you have to let go and you have to go to a different case. You just kind of, for me, I try to back up when the feelings start getting in the way. Cause once your emotions get in the way, you start messing up because you're taking things to heart instead of facts.
You're not seeing it for what it should be. Yeah, I agree. I do. Well, guys, I'm a very emotional and a very passionate person. Most of you that know me know that at this point. I'm very sensitive to a lot of different things. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I truly and wholeheartedly care about people without fail. Okay. And there's a lot of cases that are hard for me to let, like Kylie Rodney's case, that was bad. For those of you that have been here for a long time, know that I lost sleep over that one, that I had issues with that one, all of these things. Deborah Collier's case. Now, that wasn't a child, that wasn't nothing, but I absolutely, in the deepest depths of my soul, know that woman did not dump gas on herself, light herself on fire, and kill herself. I know she did.
I agree.
Okay? And that's from my own knowledge of things. Doodle is as a retired law enforcement officer and can tell you the same thing, guys. You just know certain things. And I can't let go of it. I'll always, for the life of me, never believe what they said, but you have to. You can't stop it.
Right. Right. Because there's nothing you can do at that point. Once they close that, you can do what you need to, but I don't think it would go anywhere.
Yeah, I'm never gonna not look at that. I'll probably go back to that case and reevaluate it again. Just like today, we're starting the revisit to Summer Wells case. That's going to be a haul through there again. We went through it once already, but it needs to be revisited because it's cold. I don't care what anybody says. Summer Wells is a cold case at this point, and it has been. It's been 3-some years, okay, since this little girl went missing, and there's nothing, which makes no sense, but it is what it is. So therefore, in turn, I think we should revisit it. Go look at it from the beginning. See if something's different. See what we can figure out. See if there's anything else that makes any sense to kind of appease our own minds. That's kind of what it is. So that's just an opinion I have. Thank you, SRB, for that. And Michelle E., welcome. Dago, the sheriff who made what are you talking about, Michelle? Oh, Elijah Boo. That one. That's one of Sherry's hard cases there. I tell you that. Wisdom Speaks. When I started covering Elijah's case, she was very hard set on that one. And I understand why. Just like back Quentin Simon, a lot of us were had rough times with that one. I'll tell you right now. The sheriff who did in the judge pretrial has started. Oh, okay. Thank you, Michelle.
And they have video. They have a audio from the judge's chambers, and wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's on one of the news stations, but yeah, it's wow.
Okay. And it's for the judge or the sheriff that shot the judge
in Kentucky. Yes.
That would be interesting for us to check out real fast. What's this?
Did you attempt to speak to?
Oh, the pre-trial. Got you. Okay. And then where's the audio at? Where did you find that?
It was on one of the news stations. It was on YouTube, but it was one of the news stations. I'm not even sure. I just happened to stumble across it, but it's
Hold
just
on.
the audio. But wow, I mean, it really gives you insight to what may have went on in there.
Well, yeah, that's important, guys. I think that's
Yeah.
what we all want.
And they're saying that the sheriff came out of the judge's chambers and said, he's the reason I lost my wife and daughter. And that was it. So I don't know.
Oh. Hmm. Let me see here. Yeah, we'll cover this on the true crime side of things that I do, the hearing and all that. I'll go back and cover it.
Because it's gonna be that'll be pretty long.
Yeah, it's gonna be a whole thing. So that don't worry, it's coming, I promise you guys. But like I said, the morning thing, typically we don't get into these deep subjects at that point. We will though, I promise you. Mr. Jeffrey, good to see you today, sir. Let's see. Mama Duck says in 95, I was a traveling sales rep. A man tried to take me out of my car. Thankfully, the gas station attendant was paying attention. Guy started yelling at him to let me go. That's crazy. You were out there on your own, Mama? God bless. That's some scary stuff there. Oh, okay, Murky. Yeah, I got you there. Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna cover that maybe today. I don't know. I'm thinking. Oh, hold on a minute here.
Yeah, it's very interesting. It is.
Absolutely, yes. Absolutely. Thank you. I'm getting the emails, you guys. Thank you for that.
And guys, if you haven't hit the like, go ahead and do it now. It's free.
Please. Yes, it doesn't cost a cent. Where are we at here? Yeah, maybe we will cover all that today then. I mean, Summer Wells case is not going anywhere, so there are some things that are newer that a lot of people are wanting to hear about, so we might do that too.
Summer would be a good evening one, like when you do a night show.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Because a lot of people will be off work because everyone is into that case.
Agreed. Yeah, I think we're going to cover the sheriff today, for sure, because there's documents we can look at and everything at this point. So that sounds like a good point and plan to me. All right, so let's see here. I do want to do this though, because like I said, we do little short things with this, different things, all about everything, not just crime in here for the morning show. So let me play this though real quick because I love Julie, and it is another case. We've covered the Maura Murray case. This is an update through TikTok that Julie put up on her. I like following everything she does. She's amazing to me. The cop told you to carry bugs. Yeah, bug spray works a lot like pepper spray does. It's a good idea, Mama Duck. Absolutely, Jeff. We're going to cover the whole thing beginning to end. So if you're up for it, I'd love to have you here for it.
Sounds really weird, but also vinegar and water. If you carry it, leave it in your car. I mean, and honestly, it will work. They will get away from you. It'll burn their eyes.
My mother, no lie, or not my mother, my buddy's mother, she used to carry a little spray bottle about this big with the little trigger on it, and it was full of bleach, pure bleach. That's what she did it for. And I'm like, that, like, seriously? And she goes, yeah, nobody's ever gonna mess with me, I promise you. And it had it was one of those bottles that you pull the trigger and it's got an extended spray on it. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
yeah, that's what she used. And I'm like, I don't know if she ever had to use it, but just pure bleach. Okay.
And it doesn't have to be prepared. You don't know. You just don't know.
Nope, that is very true. Very true. Hairspray with a lighter. Yeah, well, I mean, if you have those available, yeah, absolutely. Perfume can even work. You spray that in somebody's eyes, it's going to burn. Agreed. All right, let's see what Miss Julie's got to say again. This, again, for those of you that aren't a bleach super soaker. There you go, Jeff. Right. Our hot sauce. Dilute a load of hot sauce and throw it in a bottle. That's going to hurt too. Just saying. Anything. For those of you that aren't familiar, this is Julie Murray. This is Maura Murray's sister, the one that has nonstop carried everything out in Maura's case to find everything out. So she's an amazing person. All right, here we go.
Doing a quick check-in. For those that don't know, my little sister, Mara Murray, disappeared 20 years ago off the side of the road in New Hampshire. I got a question about tips and leads. Yes, we're still getting them, and they're being looked at by our PI in coordination with law enforcement. Recently, there was some weird AI-generated YouTube video floating around saying that there was some breaking news in my sister's case. That is false, and some people just have too much time on their hands. My victim advocate and I have a meeting with law enforcement and the Assistant Attorney General in New Hampshire in a little under 2 weeks, so hopefully that goes well. And most importantly, I found an old photo that I thought was super cute, and I wanted to share it with you. This is a little note that Mara wrote me on the back of a photo. I talk a lot about the thoughtful things that she did for everybody that was important in her life. And she made and sent me Rice Krispie treats and has a little sassy comment reminding me that she, in fact, is the best sister. So I thought that was super cute. And it's always a treasure to find something like that, especially in her handwriting.
Well, the nice little update from Julie. Like I said, I follow everything she puts out, and I love hearing new things come up. And I hope that meeting she has coming up goes well. It's been an ongoing nightmare for her again, and her father, the family in general, not having answers to that case. That case is another case that kept me in here that I've always been curious about Maura's case. Always. It's just one of those things. Some of these cases are just they grab your attention, but some of them really grab your attention, and that's one of them for me. So yeah, guys, we're going to be looking into the Kentucky sheriff and judge situation today in the secondary show, the true crime show, I should call it. I noticed it's hard for us in here in the true crime world to do anything that is not true crime, but it is true. We do it all day, every day. It's always on the brain. So let's see what else we got here.
We actually had a lady that had a dirty diaper, and that's how she defended herself. She had just changed her kid, and she threw that dirty diaper at the guy. It was crazy, but if you think about it, you just use your resources.
We used to have a homeless man. It was a bum that he lived in a abandoned home on a specific road in a neighborhood I grew up in. His name, because nobody knew him, his name was Crazy Louie. The man was definitely a mental health patient. Okay, he had mental health issues all the way, and he was always dirty. You know, he didn't go to the laundromat. Obviously, he's homeless. My understanding is that he received a monthly check and had a place he could go. He chose not to. His family had tried to help him. He didn't want it. So he was always shoplifting in little gas stations and stores, trying to steal little bottles of Wild Irish Rose or Mad Dog. He drank a lot too. Anybody that would give him money, he would go buy alcohol, so on and so forth. 3 times that I know of, a friend of mine, his name was Stad. He worked for the city police department the city I grew up in. But they would try to arrest this man, and he would purposely shit his pants. Purposely. To avoid being arrested. No lie. No lie. Every time they would try to arrest him, he would shit himself, literally on point, because he figured they're not going to want to mess with me if I have shit all over me. And a couple of times they didn't arrest him because of that. You know, they dealt with it different ways because it was a mess. But still, it's just hilarious to me, the things that people will do. You know what I mean? To defend themselves or to protect themselves in certain aspects. It's just crazy. Just saying. So let's see what we got here, guys.
Hey, you know, we're almost to that age, Dago. When you get older, you can like poo your pants, and nobody's gonna make fun of you.
We could actually do it. Yes,
There's
no shame in the game.
Right, get on one of them hover rounds at Walmart. Just let her go.
Yeah, absolutely. Just stand out, keep you warm in the wintertime. You know.
We're not right. We're not right.
And nobody ever claimed that we were. I know I haven't. Here's another little piece of news that popped up. It was resurfaced. I thought it was kind of interesting to
Story
show
that
you guys.
could be out of this world. A farmer from Ituna says while out working in the field, he and his eldest son came across an interesting piece of debris. The pair say they are unsure what it is or how it ended up on their land. And as CTV's Angela Stewart tells us, she caught up with the father and son and has more on the mystery from above.
April 28th was just another day at work on this grain farm near Ituna until Barry and Cody Sawchuk came across this.
For a far distance, we thought it was garbage. And then after that, we got closer and we don't know what it is.
Barry and his 3 sons work these 10,000 acres in East Saskatchewan. Their family has been on this land for 5 generations. They're used to finding debris, but this is different. They truck the 100-pound object back home to start the search for answers.
It could be part of a satellite or something that re-entered because it's all torched. You can see where it's torched. Stuff has been burnt off. It's carbon fiber composite, and then there's aluminum honeycomb on it, and then the back is composite carbon again.
Chris Rudkowski, a science writer out of the University of Manitoba, says Saskatchewan is no stranger to bizarre objects making landfall, citing a similar object found in the 1960s.
Wollaston Lake in 1968. A hunter found something kind of like that. It was a little more metallic, but it turned out to have been part of a satellite, possibly even Canada's own Alouette satellite.
In 2022, space experts in Australia investigated this 3-meter piece of debris found on a sheep farm. It was believed to be part of a SpaceX rocket. Jonathan McDowell, a Harvard astronomer, is certain the debris found on the Sawchuk's farm also belongs to SpaceX after retracking a re-entry over Saskatchewan in February, believed to be the trunk of a spacecraft making its way back to Earth. McDowell's collaborator at the University of Regina agrees with his analysis.
The ground track goes right.
Did this woman just say the University of Regina?
I think, but I didn't want to say anything. I'm not sure.
Hold up.
The ground track goes right through Saskatchewan. So
trunk of a spacecraft making its way back to Earth. McDowell's collaborator at the University of Regina agrees with his analysis.
I told you they need to get them home.
Virginia. She said Virginia. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Just clearing that up.
the ground track goes right through Saskatchewan. So exactly where debris will hit the ground is fairly unpredictable, just because you don't know when pieces are going to fall off, and the exact atmospheric turbulence and everything can have. But the line goes right near Ituna.
CTV News reached out to the Canadian Space Agency, which is still looking into the matter. So for now, the Sawchucks will start seeding and keeping their eyes on the sky.
Crazy to think about the things that can fall from the sky that you never know what they are. Is it something that we made, something that was made somewhere else? Is it space poo poo?
What was that again?
Space poo poo.
Poo poo.
Poo poo. Let's see. A little unsettling. It is. Very much so. Let's see. This is another thing that was attached to that too. This was interesting. This was crazy to me. But again, guys, strange things we see happening on a daily basis, and there's never really any good answers for them.
Dramatic video. Hundreds of birds literally falling from the sky into a neighborhood. What on earth was going on?
It's perfectly calm when suddenly this happens. A flock of black birds swirl to the ground. It's like nothing you've ever seen before. Hundreds of the birds appear like a plume of black smoke. A moment later, many of them fly off, but lots are killed on impact. The video was caught on a surveillance camera in Mexico. So what's going on here? There is speculation the birds were hit by toxic fumes or electrocuted. But this expert says they were likely under attack by a predator.
My best guess is this is a predator. This is a hawk or falcon that's come into the flock.
Whatever the
I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that.
That's no. I'm telling you, that makes no sense. It looks like they were thrown to the ground. You know what I mean? No, it's definitely not a falling vagina. Tomboy, don't worry about it. It's falling birds, not falling vaginas. So that to me There's really no clear answer with this. And like I said, some flew away, but a lot of them died. It's
Because it's pretty amazing.
That it is.
A moment later, many of them fly off, but lots are killed on impact. The video was caught on a surveillance camera in Mexico. So what's going on here? There is speculation the birds were hit by toxic fumes or electrocuted. But this expert says they were likely under attack by a predator.
My best.
Oh, that guy's an idiot. I don't see how that at all makes any sense.
This may be a stupid question, but what do they do with them? Do they bury them? Do they just put them in a trash can? How's that work in the city?
They probably trash them or burn them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just didn't know how it works in the city. I'm, just in the woods.
But I mean, yeah, in the woods, we just, it is what it is.
I know.
100%. Let me see here. Yeah, and they're claiming that that fire in Georgia, the biolab that blew up, that there's already lawsuits being filed against them already. I was reading that this morning. Let me see something here. Figured this was interesting. I'd show you guys this too. Thought it was kind of funny. Let's see what we got here.
Maybe it's not so scary when you can't see how high up you are. But who knows what hides in the mist?
I'm going to tell you guys right now, straight fat, never.
No. I don't even have one person I would trust enough to be on the back of that bike. Because I'm scared to death. I'm going fast.
I wouldn't trust myself to be on that bike. First of all, my fear of heights is way too bad. And
mine too. But if you had to, who would you want in the back though? I mean, who would you actually trust that wouldn't mess with you?
It's very true. I would want somebody to pedal as fast as I could so that we could just go. End of story. But but hell no would I ever get on something like this, just so everybody knows. Never gonna happen. What is funny about this either? I don't understand. These people are laughing at this. This is not funny at all, not even remotely. Everybody, why do you get on this? You're screaming immediately. So why did you get on it if you're going to scream through the whole thing? Just don't get on it. Welcome, Zelda. Good to see you.
And she closed her eyes.
What'd you say, dear?
She closed her eyes. I'm not closing my eyes. I want to see the end of that real fast.
And they're doing it in fog. Nope. That's even worse. Sorry. Tom Boys, let me tell you, there's a ride at Six Flags that's in a cave and it's all nope. No. Sorry. Nope. Doodlebug, I would trust you. Yeah, I would too. I have not been to Cedar Point in a long time. Municipal dumpster or rendering company boils down bio waste for all kinds of products, including makeup and lipstick. Interesting. Welcome, Phil. Good to see you today, sir. Great to have you here. And I have not seen that ride, Mama Duck. I haven't been to an amusement park in years. I don't ride rides anymore. I just, because of my back and neck, the jerking and all that. And then my fear of heights is just, it's way bad now. The anxiety's taken over. I just don't, I could get on some bumper cars as long as you don't hit me too hard. And I could probably ride the damn merry-go-round. I'm good. I'm an old man. And I'm a puss when it comes to that. Sorry.
You would love the Fright Fest. I want to take Preston so bad. He would love it. He has such dark humor, but you would love Fright Fest.
What is it?
It's at Six Flags, and they have all these like professional people that come in to these workers and dress them up like zombies and monsters. And as soon as it gets dark, they all come out. It's great.
They did that here before Six Flags here shut down. It was a Halloween fright, or no, it wasn't fright, Halloween nights or something they called it. But yeah, they did that here. It's pretty wild. They do it at Disney. I'll show you guys some videos real quick here after this about what they do around here. I follow all of that stuff come Halloween. I love watching it. The Grim Life Collective, he posts a lot of stuff. He goes to all those things and checks it out. But this, no, No, no.
Imagine your heart sinking into your stomach when you're hanging over this cliff. While some people sled down snowy hills, folks in Nicaragua get their thrills by sliding down a volcano.
That I might do. The problem is getting to the top. No, I don't think I could do it. Just saying.
Hell no. There is absolutely no way I would ever do that. No way in hell. No, not even for cake.
Yeah, I did. This is still, it just, That's high. That's really up there. Now, if that was on snow, wasn't on a volcano, I might think about it. You know, I used to love sled riding, but that's pretty high up to get up there. That's a trek. And just the height, looking down from the top, I'd have a problem with that. Just saying. Right. That would burn your ass cheeks off with that friction. I would imagine you got to be on something, some form of a sled or something, I would guess.
I'll tell you now, if I'm ever found dead and they say, hey, she jumped off a cliff or any of that height stuff, no. No.
Yeah, we already know. We already know that Doodle did not jump off a bridge, period. She didn't get on the bridge, guys. Too high.
Exactly.
The Scrambler. I loved the Scrambler. They had one here that they put at Conneaut Lake. It was the Scrambler, and then they souped it up and they did a little work to it, and they put a bunch of mirrors around the whole thing. Everybody knows what the Scrambler is. It goes around and round and all this stuff. They put a bunch of mirrors in there, and they would play heavy metal music, and they had lights flashing and going off and all sorts of stuff. That was cool, and it went 3 times the speed that the Scrambler normally goes. It was called the Ultimate Trip, and it was actually a really cool ride. That was one of the ones I liked, but it wasn't, the typical Scrambler thing, like that flings you to the side of the car and back and forth 3 times faster than it normally went. I loved it. It was cool as hell.
We had this weird thing called the salt and pepper shaker, and it looked just like a tube, and there was 2 of them, and it just went around really fast and stopped and then went backwards. It was crazy.
I've seen that at the local fairs and stuff. That one,
yes.
I've seen that. And there we had one at Conneaut Lake too, same place, that was called the Hellhole. And that thing, it was so massive. It was gigantic. You step inside this big cylindrical wheel, and there's grating all around you, and it spins. You stand against the wall and it spins. And it spins like at a G-force type speed, right? And then the floor drops out. And then it turns. And you turn. And you stick to the wall. You're going so fast. Like, there's people stuck sideways, and it would turn upside down.
I remember that.
It was called the Hellhole. The problem is that if somebody couldn't handle it and they had eaten too much food that day, when they throw up, it comes right back on everybody else that's standing there, except for them. Crazy stuff, guys. It flies out and here and there. I've been thrown up on twice on that thing. Just saying. Tilt-a-whirl, I don't like. No. The Hurricane. Yeah, they called it the Hellhole here. They called it Geauga Lake or what turned into Six Flags. They had another name for it, but I kind of liked it. It was kind of cool. Hey, Contessa, good to see you. Ciao to you. Anyway, let's see what else these crazy people are doing.
In China, there's this mountain path for those who love to test their nerves. Just look at the face of this satisfied visitor. on video, this ride feels like a journey to outer space.
When I was 17, about to turn 18, I worked at Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio, with the girl I was dating. And they had just come out with a ride called the Magnum at that time. And you were given different jobs when you signed up and went in. Some people worked food, some people worked rides. I thought it would be cool to work the rides. No, they put me on that. And the first thing you have to do in the morning when you go to work every morning, I worked one day, is you have to climb. There's a walkway with a railing that wobbles the whole time. Okay. You have to go from the bottom and you have to walk the track to the very top, which is, I think it was 100. I can't remember. It was very high up. Okay. Yeah, you got to walk and check the track from the bottom to the top and then back down. I did it once. I laid down at the top and they had to come and get me. I'm not lying. Not lying. I was scared to death. Couldn't do it. And I went to the office after, like, right then and there. And I said, I'm either going to quit or you're going to give me a different job because I cannot do this. There's no way in hell. And you have to go check the track to make sure there's nothing on the track, to make sure it's all in line. It's not off track. No, because that railing you're holding on to, it does this the whole time you're walking. The wind at the top, the thing swaying here and there. Hell no way in hell. It was just no. So for those of you that can do those kinds of things and all that have no fear of heights, God bless. I'm just telling you. Nope. But yeah, I that was an interesting job back in the day. T2014, good to see you. Now my wife is different. My wife is an adventure seeker and a thrill seeker, whatever you call that. She loves it. She will ride every roller coaster you put in front of her. No fear whatsoever. I don't get it. I wish I could be that way. The train descends 194.7 feet, 59.3 meters at 60-degree angle, reaching the top speed of 72 miles per hour. Jesus. The last roller coaster I ever went on, I can't remember. I think it was called the G-Force. It was at Six Flags. And it was a green car that you sit down in. Oh, you're talking about the Magnum. I got you. Yeah, see, I couldn't handle the Magnum. No way in hell. My wife talked me into doing it. I was a little tiny bit buzzed from drinking during the day. I got in, and then I realized that you have to lay down in it. Welcome back, Doodle. And
you know how it is. Somebody wants to call. Finally, you never get calls, but you go on a live and you get calls.
I agree all day. You guys see it and hear it. Anyway, so yes, welcome back. It's great to. I didn't even realize you had dropped off, but I'm glad you're back.
I'm sneaky.
Very much so. Once you get into this thing, I thought you sat in it. No, you lay down in it. Okay, like back like this, and they lock you down. As soon as he locked me down, I said, "Nope, I'm done. And my wife said, "Don't go. The dude didn't come back. I'm yelling, hey, get me off of this thing. And it took off. And it goes backwards. And it's, good God, it was moving fast. And then it stops. You know where it stopped? I was this far from the ground looking down. And I went, no! And it took off again. I was so pissed at my wife that day. I said, don't you ever. We stood in line for 2 hours to ride this thing. Don't you ever do that to me again. Never. I couldn't believe it. The scrambler. Your face looks like that when you got off the scrambler. I bet it feels like that. That's a really cool picture, Flickery. I love it. The Beast was your final one ever. Back in the day, I had no problems with this stuff. I don't know what happened. The Demon Drop used to be called. It was at Cedar Point. I could ride that thing all day, which is just a straight. You go up and you sit, and you're sitting in your seat, whatever it is, and then the floor drops and boom, down you go. No big deal. There's no way in hell you would get me anywhere near something like that now.
I rode this roller coaster at Six Flags. It's the oldest one, and it's called the Screaming Eagle. and it had one bar that came up to your to your chest, and you pulled it to you. Well, I didn't think about it, and my friend was quite a bit bigger than me. So when the bar locked, it locked to her, not to me. And when it stopped, the bar was at my neck. I had slid down, and it was right at my neck. I was like, never again.
Nope. 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 Oh my God. This is not normal, folks. We're not supposed to do things like this. Oh, Jesus, no. Nope. No. Hell to the no. Lord, help me. I couldn't do it, as Medea would say. Yeah, see? You had to walk like that job. You had to walk the track up to the very top like this and check each rail, each track to make sure, for safety reasons. And once you get to that top and you turn around and look, nope. I sat down, literally sat down. And you know how I got down? They came up for me because I was sitting up there. We had little radios back then. They're like, "What are you doing? Are you done? You coming down?" I'm like, "Nah, you're gonna have to come get me. I'm sorry, I'm stuck." And of course, they made fun of me, but I don't care. They came up. Two of them came up, one on each side, and they're like, "What? What do you? We can't carry you." And I'm like, "I can't do this." I sat on my butt and I scooted down, holding the railing with both hands. It took me an hour, no lie. I was so embarrassed, but at that point, no. I don't know how anybody does that. I just don't. My mother broke my ribs when I was a kid from holding on so tight. Right. I bet. That's crazy. That's it right there. What the hell is that thing? Oh, that don't even look good.
I can find other ways for thrills than this.
100%. Oh, some of those water slide things have gotten insane too. I've always had a fear of that. Some of those very, very high water slides. I rode those when I was a kid too. I loved them.
Now, I would ride that, but I would have the fear that my bathing suit would come off or something, and I'd be scarred for life.
I've seen that. Oh, what is wrong with you people? What are you doing? This is not natural, folks. Nope. Hell no.
Oh, Tomboy says the Batman ride. That's fun. You're
wife,
secure. You're secure, but your feet are dangling.
my wife loved that one.
It's
Six
my
Flags.
favorite.
Yeah. What is that thing? That reminds me of we had something at Geauga Lake. It used to be called before Six Flags. It was called the Wave. And I went in that. I could handle that. But it was a giant wave that people would stand in there like that. And then actually, I think that's what this did. Pretty much the same thing. That wave would come out and you would have to fight against the wave.
They changed it now to Hurricane Harbor, but it's the same thing. Yeah.
Oh, look how high that is. What the hell? No, I'm sorry. What in the hell is going on here? Why? Why do people do this? Oh, there goes the shoes. Girlfriend, that's probably not a good idea.
Do you know how sore you would be afterwards? Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, there goes your corn dog, sweetie. Sorry. No way. No way. Where's the person at? Oops. What the hell?
Now
Really,
this is more my speed right here.
That's me too. That's about where I would be right now. Too old. I get it, Murky. I get it. Not nowadays, especially. What's the dog doing there? You're taking the dog, bro? Oh, poor doggy. Oh, that looks like it'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, until it stopped.
Yeah. Look at the dog. Look at the dog. The dog's face. That's too cute. Redneck
I love
water.
that. That is adorable.
That is awesome. I love it too.
I could see Dinky doing something like that with his little dog.
Right. What the hell is this? No. Harness or no, I don't care. Yeah, look at the fear. These people are shaking violently. The doggy didn't have a helmet. That's right, Contessa. He should have had a helmet. I agree. Yeah, you guys, you people. Oh, this is another one. Look. I've seen this before. It's a glass walkway that looks like it's breaking when you step on it. And it's no.
Yeah, you'd find me right there dead. I'd have a heart attack.
I'd be laying there too. You'd have to come drag me off. What? Are you serious? That dude's nuts. You're on your phone, you dumbass. I've been on that thing before. It's called the witch's wheel here. There's the hellhole thing right there. Look at that. What is that? A duck? Oh. Or no, that's a loon. Hey fellas. That was stupid. Oh Jesus, look at that poor girl. She's really staying on there. Oh, there she goes. That's pretty wild. The Gravitron. Okay. What do we got here? What is this stuff here? What is that? Are there people in that? Yeah.
Why? Why would you do this? Adrenaline junkie? Man.
Yeah. The only thing I can imagine that people would want to do this to themselves for. This is like a heart attack, folks. Just saying. Oh, wait. See? Yeah, we have that here too. It's called the slingshot. No. I don't think he's happy.
It seems like this is the most extreme Ferris wheel in the world. At least that's what she thinks.
I don't do Ferris wheels either. Whoa.
I doubt that thing had an ejection feature.
I used to do waterboarding.
That's
that was
how
fun.
I feel when I'm walking on a turned-off escalator. This thing is just mesmerizing.
Oh, that's a puke ride right there.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
What?
Hit the like button if you side with relief.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nope.
Oh, is this clear? Okay, let's count it out then, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get on stage.
Some modern entertainment.
Oh God, I was about to say you better pull that chute now, bud.
Check out how this rock climber takes his morning shower.
Holy shit. Is he trying to climb up through that?
A rather unusual way to catch the sunset. Your brain can play some cruel tricks on you when you're on a glass bridge. The guy is too old to have fun.
Ay, mampus lu. Mampus lu. Iya.
There's my speed, the little ducky things.
I
Yeah.
would do that. I would do that.
Yep.
Now the duck's expression matches the situation perfectly.
Oh my God. Lucy.
Or that. That's me.
Yes,
There you go. That's the baby version of the scrambler. I would be all about, let's go, guys. Let's go party hard. Let's jump on the baby scrambler.
Everyone agrees that the best sleep happens on the road.
Is the little girl sleeping through this? How the
I
hell?
don't know. I would be
Hiding.
concerned that she passed out if it was my child.
Right.
And they call this an amusement park?
Oh God, there's me and Molly.
Yes, definitely. I could see Molly doing 100. Oh, shit. What?
Don't worry, this was shot in slow motion.
Are you serious?
This water slide is not your average one. You might not notice from the outside, but it spins inside. It would be fun to speed it up, just not while you're in it.
Thank you, Tomboy and Alicia. I got the. I'll be pulling those up here in a minute.
Just to get cotton candy.
Oh, uh-oh. Oh, no. No. That looks kind of fun. Whoa, that looks fun right there. I do that. I'll be pulling that stuff up here a little bit, Thomas, and the next show.
This has got to be the biggest waste of money in their lives. In the Miami Zoo, you can feel like prey to a huge predator without risking your life.
Nope.
No, I don't care if there's glass between us or not. No. I've seen Jaws too many times. I think it was the third one that they had something like that in. Gojira. But that's pretty wild.
I would watch, but I wouldn't take any part of that.
I'd watch Caden go in that. Right, Molly. Smack the glass again and see what happens. That's my point. Oh, hell no. What? Why? Why do people do this?
This thing can make you feel like a superhero.
You can be a superhero. I ain't doing it.
My superhero doesn't fly. Hulk just smashes stuff.
This video reminds me of players parachuting.
Mine rides a
in Battle
motorcycle
Royale
and
game.
catches on fire. I'm okay.
Rafting is definitely not like a trip to Disneyland.
I did that once. You want to talk about being sore the next day? It was fun, but you're definitely sore. What the hell is that thing? Oh, that looks pretty wild. Wait a minute. Again, no. When I lived down in Florida, I went to this place called, oh, come on. It was at Blue Springs. I went with my aunt and my sister, and you get into a place, you get into an area where it's not like this either. There's fencing that goes to the bottom, but you get in this river creek type thing, and you swim with the crocodiles or alligators, whatever's in Florida. Blue Spring. I can't remember what the hell it was called. I was 14. But they're in this river, creek, whatever, but they have fencing that goes from above the water to the ground, and you get in the water and you swim, and they're on the other side of the fence in the same river that you're in or whatever, and you're like right there next to them. And I'm thinking to myself, when I was young, it was fun to me then. Now it's like, how stupid. Crocodiles or gators, I'm sorry, are strong. What if the fencing like fails or they break through or something? Like, nope, not now. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Sorry. Let's see here. I got sent a couple things from a couple peeps here. Let's see. I think it was okay, we've got Tomboys first.
Hey, I'm Ryan for
And Alicia sent me something too. Let's see.
Country in the hot seat, getting ready to ride the cloud scraper, making sure everything's tight. We're good to go. It's a good time. We'll see how this goes.
Here's the problem with stuff like this, with my mind. Okay, just so everybody understands why I'm such a chicken shit with all this kind of stuff. My mind immediately goes to the cables failing, something breaking on what you're sitting in and you fall. That's what I always think about with stuff like this. This is why I can't do stuff like this. This is ziplining over the Royal Gorge in Colorado. Green-eyed monster. Welcome. Good to see you. That's what I'm saying. The cable could snap, or the brace that holds you in could fail. That's
the
what
the only way I would do this is if Preston was on the other side and I had to get him. That's the only way. Otherwise, no way.
Yeah, you do those things for those reasons, but just for pure enjoyment, no. What if the cable snaps? What if the whatever holds you down? I can't think of what it's called. What if that fails? What if the no? That's where my mind goes immediately with everything like this. Same with roller coasters. And another big thing that came out, which was a huge mistake, was Final Destination. When those movies came out, that ended every possibility of anything ever like that happening. I'm sorry. Because it just, no. I'm telling you, those movies were a mistake. For anybody that's got anxiety or paranoia of any sort, don't watch those. If you haven't seen them, don't. They will ruin your life. I'm just telling you. But this here, I couldn't. I can imagine the feeling, the free feeling it gives you, I'm sure, with some people. I don't need that feeling. I'm good. Don't drop your camera, buddy.
That was fun. Now, if you come to the Royal Gorge, it's $40.
It's funny you said that, Tomboy. We have a projector here that I got a long time ago with the screen and all that. My wife keeps saying this every year. She wants to get in the pool and she wants to play the movie Jaws on the projector off the side of the garage and watch Jaws while she's in the pool. And I'm thinking, what is the reason behind this, dear? I mean, I get it. That's what you want. And we're going to do it eventually. But why? Are you going to pretend? My wife is obsessed with that movie. She loves sharks, but hates them at the same time. She's severely afraid of sharks, but she loves the movies. Explain that to me. I don't know. But yeah, that's reminds me of that. Fort Worth has a lake that offers some movies and a swim night during the summer. They give you a tube and play Jaws. Like I said, my wife would love that.
On top of your normal gate admission, so just make sure you set aside some cash. But I got to be honest, that was the best, what, 30, 45 seconds, something like that? 45 seconds, you got to do that. So come, Royal Gorge is going to be open all summer, weather dependent. It's awesome.
No, you don't have to do that. Sorry, you don't have to. What do we got here, Miss Alicia? Oh, see? This is why Dago don't ride rides. Nope. That was an hour from me at the Cherry Festival. Oh, hell no.
I've been on that type of ride before, and I can tell it's like a lot more violent. It seems a little more shaky.
Up North Live's digital content producer Trevor Drew is used to working on news stories, but around 11 o'clock Thursday night, he was right in the middle of one.
I've never seen anything like shake like that.
Trevor and a handful of other riders were strapped into this amusement ride at the National Cherry Festival when witnesses say something went noticeably wrong.
Never seen anything like shake.
I can't blow it up. Why? It won't blow up. That's weird.
Years ago at a county fair, our scrambler came apart and threw people everywhere. No one died, but several were injured.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the kind of stuff that I worry about with stuff like this. I can't make this any bigger, folks. I'm sorry. It's okay, Alicia. Just squint to look at it, folks.
Shake like that.
Trevor and a handful of other riders were strapped into this amusement ride at the National Cherry Festival when witnesses say something went noticeably wrong.
And then it started like rocking a little bit back and forth, and then it started like going more, and then like it was to the point where the base of it was like leaning way back, and I was like, that looks like it's about to like fall back into the river right now. It was just, I could not believe what I was seeing.
Witnesses say the ride began to rock and lift off the ground with each sway. That's when spectators leapt into action.
And a bunch of people like grabbed onto the rail, and then they were trying to like hold it down, and there's probably like 25 people that were trying to like hold the rail down.
It just goes to show you what type of people live here in Traverse City.
Shut it down, damn it.
Without even second thought, we'll go right over and do whatever they need to, for one of their own.
Joey even with Arnold.
Let's see if this shows it better. This commercial is hilarious, by the way. I just saw this yesterday. Yeah, I mean, thanks, Tomboy. He's melting.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That would have given me a heart attack. Sorry. Oh,
I would have peed my pants, and
Yes.
I would have gotten a hold of that whoever was running that ride.
they said that they dismantled it after the fact and never put it up again. So it's not balanced. There's no balance to it, obviously, and that's just no. Thanks, Alicia. That's scary. No way. That happened in Michigan. Thrill ride dismantled after appearing to malfunction my ass. There was nothing holding it down. That's crazy. Nope. Sorry, y'all. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. And I agree with Cassie. That's you just better safe than sorry. You just don't get on it. End of story. All right, let's see here. Tomboy. What's this here? So this is called the Texas Sky Screamer. Yeah, I bet. I bet. They used to service the fair in my area. We no longer use them. Unfortunately, that means that there are no rides at the fair here the last 2. Well, I mean, I think I could handle having no rides rather than having to deal with some crazy shit like that. That's insane. Sorry.
Right here at the Six Flags over Texas and Arlington. That's a world record right there. 400 feet in the air on a swing. I now pronounce Texas Sky Screamer officially open.
You're sitting in a swing attached by chains 400 feet in the air?
Not me.
Not me. No way. No. Nope. Nope. No. Like I said, guys, chain link can fail, and that's all that is holding you. No. Tomboy, please tell me you didn't go on this.
The Texas Sky Screamer is the world's tallest swing ride. It's like nothing before that we've had in the state of Texas. When we decided we were going to put in a new ride, we wanted the biggest, the best. So we picked a world record, 400 feet in the air. It's transformed the skyline of the Metroplex.
Jesus Christ, you could almost see the whole state. Look at that. Nah. Nope. Can you imagine getting flung off of that thing where you would you probably land in another state? Good God Almighty, that's insane.
It's the tallest structure in Arlington. It's so far up there you can see the top of Cowboy Stadium. So we're really proud that it's become a new icon for the Metroplex. Everything's bigger in Texas, and at Six Flags Over Texas, we're always out to try and do the next big thing.
I bet she did. Now I bet she never wrote it again. Nope, 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 nerp, nope. Sorry. No. Not for the Dago. Not for me. Not at all. All right, let's see. Oh, I think I'm not like nauseous after just watching that alone.
Next.
Just saying. She said the swings shake and that. I bet 100%. That's what I'm saying. I can't believe that the chains. There should be some sort of a. I would imagine there would have to be a backup to support that, but they're just chains. I don't get it. Don't get it. I don't understand it. Don't understand it. That's crazy. You would have rode that Slickery? No. That's too far up, you guys. 400 feet in the air. Like, you can almost reach up and touch an airplane at some point, you'd think, or be close to one flying over. That's a little weird to me, too. All right, let's see what we got in the funny category for today. I love doing these, you guys. I do.
On News Be Funny, Billy the Puppet. Richard Simmons. Popeye's Spinach Omelet. All of this and more, starting now.
We're going to talk sports. Oh my
You sure did too. Well, I knew something was gonna. I saw him go over there.
If you've ever wanted to see a topless weather person,
Maybe headless, right?
here's Greg.
You'll get all the people trying to watch the news.
They'll be turning the channel. That's what they'll be doing.
As co-anchor of News 3 this morning, Blaine Stewart knows a thing or two.
Candle out the pumpkin. I thought I'd smell some.
I thought something was smoking. I just see the smoke coming up. What happened just now?
Well, no, because it's resting on some paper, and so I didn't want the little tea light to overheat, and then all of a sudden we've got breaking news here at the channel.
I told you, if the sprinkler systems come on, I'm done for the day.
Yeah, you go. That is not
Sitting up here
that
looking
is
like a
not-
mop.
Yeah, you don't want sprinkler system and a beautiful weave because they do not go. Oh, you're beautiful. You said it was a weave, right?
It's not. Oh.
All right, now we're going to send it back to Rebecca at the desk.
All right, John, Charlie, thank you guys so much. Those babies are so creepy. Well, still to come on this show, some Arizona voters have been given the wrong information. Oh my God!
Here I am at the New York Botanical Garden. We are standing outside of the conservatory, and oh my gourd, look at these gourds. I mean, they're huge. There's 3 sister pumpkins. It is just a engorged gorge, right? Gourd, engorged gourd. Yeah, sure, that.
Construction is supposed to start.
That was a big ass pumpkin. That was a big ass pumpkin. Just saying. That's big as hell.
Next summer, but for now, the regions have deferred their vote on budget and design for this project until they can discuss it further at the next meeting scheduled in November. For now, reporting live in Westwood, Kimberly Chang, KTLA 5 News.
Suddenly arriving right on.
That was good. Did you guys see it in the background? Watch. This is great. I love this.
Now, the regions have deferred their vote on budget and design for this project until they can discuss it further at the next meeting scheduled in November. For now, reporting live in Westwood, Kimberly Chang, KTLA 5 News.
Dang, that was creepy.
That was too funny. I love it.
Right on time and without warning, the Halloween costumes are here.
Right, already tons of fun. Yeah.
What's going on?
This is amazing.
I can do the news like this all the time.
This is perfect. I've always kind of wanted to be a mascot.
Do you know who's here, Rob? Can you guess?
Let me think here. Now I want to see if we can dip the donut in the coffee.
All
Can
right.
we do that? Oh no, he's gonna go for it. Oh no, don't hurt yourself. Don't break company equipment.
Oh,
Kim is very down.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
This went way better than I thought it was
no,
gonna
get
go.
the water
Help
down.
me
You're
up.
spilling the water. Get off the desk.
Oh God, get the iPads.
Okay, get the iPad.
And my iPhones.
And the
Somebody
iPhones.
my computer.
Oh my goodness. Kim's still stuck down here. I bet that hurt a latte. Oh my goodness. All right, here.
Hurts donut.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, donuts.
I like that one.
Oh my God.
Get down. I
Hey.
gotta do the
I hope I
weather
do
here.
not
That's
get
great.
fired for this.
Okay.
Oh, this is bad.
Okay, quickly now.
All
Go
right,
to the weather.
All right. I got to try to position myself here at the weather wall. Maybe if I don't know. Never done this in a dinosaur costume, but here's a look at your World Car weather camera view.
Let's see how we go.
Okay, let's go.
Spin that wheel.
Oh goodness. Your character does the impression.
Of course it does.
You go first.
Of course it's okay. I'm. Oh my goodness!
What the heck?
Oh my goodness!
What the heck?
I got my mummy here. You know what his favorite kind of music is?
What?
Rap. Because
I see. Yes.
all right, you know when he's sick because he's usually.
Sorry, bud. That wasn't that funny.
Okay. Boo.
As if his forecast hasn't been interesting enough already, out of nowhere, meteorologist Mike Simon makes a change for either better or worse.
A lot of folks preparing this evening for Halloween, maybe already just getting out and about. Well, live Doppler radar not showing any rain, so you don't need to use that umbrella this evening. That's good news. You don't have to give anything extra to the children once they start putting on their costumes.
I have dressed as Santa Claus. I've done it twice, but I've done evil Santa Claus with the evil elf. Pretty creepy, to be honest with you. Like, what the hell was it? Silent Night, Deadly Night, I think it was the movie. It was kind of mocking. So I've done it before.
Costumes, 56 degrees, current temperature. A little chilly, though. You might want to put something underneath there. And for trick-or-treaters having costumes, well, it feels like 52 degrees right now. So make sure you have your costumes on for tonight. Maybe you like trick-or-treating? Well, got a costume.
What is this guy doing?
This evening, we are going.
I don't know, but I'm interested.
It's going to be awful chilly tonight. I don't want any cat skills or cat calls you're doing here. I'm just getting comfortable. I'm supposed to be comfortable doing
Take
the
my
weather.
money.
Do I need to take the camera out?
Especially on Halloween. Unfortunately, my microphone presents such a problem here. But I just wanted to tell you guys, I'm actually the Invisible Man.
Wow.
Whoa.
You know, the look on his...
What do you say?
The look on your face right now is scaring me. I don't know. There's something about... Whoa, not the pants.
Not the pants. Too much.
We don't need any music.
Too sexy.
I'm
Too
invisible.
sexy.
Now I want a refund.
Who has a costume that is invisible? And she's taking a video of it, but it doesn't look the same as it does.
Oh my gosh, that's unbelievable.
Isn't that easy? And I clip this right onto my invisible body here.
I will say this. I am glad that nobody at home can actually see your green suit, but
you don't like it?
It's
hey, we
It's
got some other trick-or-treater surprises for you a little bit later on this evening. Now, let me go ahead and give the forecast for you if I can. We do have 53 degrees expected. A little later on, it's going to be a little bit cooler. You notice temperatures going down to 48 degrees. I can't even seriously do this, but it's kind of neat. Don't you like that?
That is neat.
So he's wearing a green suit, like a green screen. Would it? Yeah. Okay, I get it. It's revealing. It's very revealing, SRB.
Dog here from Young Williams, and even the dog's freaked out right now. Just saying.
I prefer the flying pumpkins, though. That's attributed to David Aldridge here. He's going to have the forecast for you coming up a little bit later. Plus, don't forget, tomorrow we are going to have some special weather things for you to show off some special weather tools and also the winter weather outlook. Boo.
Hey, Mike, you've never looked so good doing the weather. Just saying.
You know.
Tonight on Tuna's the 10.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Can't wait for it. Yeah, okay.
So here we go. Things just starting to. Oh my God, Amelia Earhart does not do well in this kind of weather. Okay, so you got me.
Hello, everybody. Are we sweating yet? We're sweating. Sweating or melting. We're melting, oh well. Are we sweating yet? Hello. Hi, guys.
Down on the 13th floor, it's now nearly time for reporter Lena Pringle's unavoidable tour of the Dollmaker house.
Well, good morning, Melanie and Vic. You know, when I originally agreed to it, I thought it was going to be fun, but now I'm a bit terrified.
It's going to be fun. I'm having fun. You having fun?
So, okay, the whole process takes about 25 minutes. I'm only going through one section of this, and it's the doll maker. So sit back and enjoy, I guess.
Good luck. You're going to need it.
Okay. Okay. See, all right. So far, so good. A bit of creepy dolls, creepy man in weird mask. Okay. All right. We're doing good, everybody. So far, you know, I can imagine imagine that this is going to be even more terrifying through the night when the lights are out and you can't see who's chasing you. And also a little bit of back information about me is I have never gone through a haunted house by myself. So I just, oh, okay. Just okay. All right, girl. You just. Okay, I wasn't expecting that one. Okay, okay. Okay, see now. Okay. Oh, see. Oh. Okay. How much longer do we have to do this?
Lena, it's only about
15 minutes in the show.
22 minutes left.
You got this.
How long have I been doing it? You said
No, we have 15 minutes left in the show.
I love to see Lena making new friends. Getting out there.
Lena, that's a nice person behind you.
Someone described
It looks like she's about to cry.
Someone described this as the dating scene in Jackson.
Oh, Lena, are you okay? Take some deep breaths.
I just, as long as nobody. Okay.
She's good with that curve.
All right, we're gonna try to help you out.
Okay.
There's someone behind you, so just keep moving forward. Don't look back.
I
think he might back
alrighty.
up.
Well, all right. Well, if you all, do decide to come out. Okay. All right. I gotta go. All right,
Lena, be safe. Be safe. Nick is gonna come and rescue you.
Lena, text us. Text us to let us know you're okay, all right?
What is on his face? Oh my goodness. Oh, Jesus, Mary Joseph. Okay. All righty, everybody.
Thanks, Lena. Good job.
Back to y'all in the studio.
People are going to make sure that they're keeping warm. And okay.
Queen Bee, what happened to your headband? You lost it.
I don't even know what happened to it. I don't even know what happened to it. I think I was too distracted by the clowns and the dolls, guys.
Yes, she probably quit her job when she left there. I've never seen anybody hit the ground like that. This woman was scared, for real scared. That was too much.
Great spot.
Yeah,
that is
spooky neighborhood.
A lot of fun. Who even needs the candy at the end? That's so much excitement.
It was a terrifier.
It's definitely worth the candy
Right
at
over
the
your
end.
shoulder.
Turn around.
Well, who knows what Jenny will do next? Here she is.
Thank you, Kimberly Van Scoy. Holy slowdowns, Batman. We have some trouble in Greensboro today. Road work is going on 40, and that is causing delays from Guilford College all the way to Chimney Rock. So look out for that. In Winston-Salem, evil has been thwarted. No problems to report on Business 40 or 52. Excellent drive for you guys to work today. Dr. Construction, you're not going to slow us down. All right.
And also, the 4th annual Zombie Walk took place over the weekend. It began at the 8th Street Bulkhead, where tons of Augustins paraded down Broad Street dressed in their zombie wear. Participants stayed in character, even when we interviewed them. Check this.
We eat brains. We like the blood. We can eat them because they feed us. The only thing that keep us to be undead.
If you're looking to cast a zombie movie, there's your girl.
Meanwhile, in the Ozarks with Jeremy Rabe, things have now moved beyond tricks to the nitty.
Sorry, Noni. Welcome, dear.
Well, I misjudged what. Now I'm afraid it's going to be too olive oily.
Oh, it's okay.
Is that okay?
It's okay.
Okay, there we go. I'm going to do this. I'm going to put. Oh, gosh. Fire extinguisher! Fire extinguisher! Fire extinguisher!
Wait a minute.
Fire extinguisher, please!
Wait.
I think we can blow it out.
Okay, there.
There's me oil. Okay.
Oh, my goodness! Oh, my darling!
That is,
you are.
that is the worst fire we have
we've ever had in here.
But be careful. Be careful, Kelly. I'm scared.
I was really nervous there. I didn't know what we were going to do.
Guys, we're all getting fired today.
Okay, we're good.
Okay, we're good.
Really
We're good.
Okay.
Sorry. The Men in Black. Can you erase everybody's memory of this? Please.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Please.
Oh my gosh.
That never happened, guys.
Let me.
That never happened.
We're dragging more on it.
Oh, sorry. Kelly, here. Let me hold it up and you wipe the oil off.
Here, I got this. Are we good?
This is the worst food segment we've ever done.
It's Halloween. What do you expect?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
I'm afraid this is first.
Quick question. Is the one wearing the Popeye suit a man or a woman?
It's got boobies.
This one here?
Oh, no, the one olive oil. I thought you meant olive oil.
No. Popeye. I can't tell if that's
I
a
don't
man or a
know.
woman.
I think it's a man.
I mean, he's kind of a pansy. I'll say that much. Not that there's nothing wrong with man or woman, but dude, like, man up a little bit here. It's just a little fire. You're not gonna die. No
Even
big
his
deal.
muscles are hanging low.
Yes. Oh well. He ams what he ams, and that's all that he ams.
Okay, that's I turned it off. Add the tomatoes to that, Kel.
Yeah. Okay, I don't. He's not done salt or pepper.
Oh, here.
Okay, where's your
Just put,
Men in Black? Did you erase everybody's memory?
All right, nothing happened.
Did you salt it
You're
yet?
gonna go find yourself a nice person, settle down.
Settle down,
have yourself
everyone.
some kids. This is all gonna go away. All right, there we go.
Okay. Do you want me to add? Yeah,
Yes,
pepper
go
it
for
up.
You guys got
Okay. Thank you, Jesse. Men in
Thank you,
Black.
Jesse. We're not sure we have it. We're not sure.
Hey.
Okay, now we gotta flip it.
Do you want the veggies? Do you want
Wait,
the veggies?
do we want the veggie? I thought I needed to flip it first to get
Oh,
the other
okay.
side.
Yeah.
Oh,
You do.
I don't even know what to do anymore.
It's okay. Let's flip
You
it.
flip it.
Wait,
I'm not
are
even
you gonna-
flipping.
wait.
I can't even,
What way are
guys.
you
Go
going?
on, Natalie.
You flip over the top.
This way?
Wait, we're going this way.
Oh, you want me to flip that way?
Okay. One.
Oh, wait. I don't know.
Oh, wait.
Okay, one.
This is. There we go.
Jennifer, break you.
Okay, this guy's killing me. I'm sorry.
I feel for these people that have never cooked.
This dude, yeah, right.
Oh, Lord.
A man and two women. Yeah, well, hey. Just saying.
We're good. This is why I don't make omelet. Wait, this is exactly why.
Here, now put your stuff in there.
I don't even want to eat this.
Jeremy, this is your recipe. This is your recipe.
It looks a bit like a funnel cake.
How dare you?
This looks horrible.
Guys, I'm so hungry.
What was he smoking before the segment, I wonder?
Cheese, please.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, cheese will make it better.
Cheese. I can't even, guys.
Cheese will make it all better. Okay, ready? Do you flip it over now?
Yes.
Okay, you want to go on that side?
Okay, here we go. Now flip it halfway. Half moon.
Yes, half moon. Oh, look how
that's
lovely
a
that
big
is.
boy. Wow. We should have put the omelet in this one. That's huge.
You know, Terry, that's a good question. I think they were trying to make an omelet initially, but it turned into that's
Chaos.
whatever. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Whatever the hell that is.
We're gonna make the national bloopers again.
That is crazy looking.
This is a Halloween we'll never forget.
Never forget. Never forget.
Never.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Jennifer Abreu, Adam Wednesday. Do you think we're horrible? You've been making some sounds over there.
I think this segment has been lovely.
Thank
I
you.
loved the fire.
Wasn't
That
it fun?
was so fun.
So fun. It's a good one.
People probably think we do that.
Hey, I had no idea that the omelet was going to fit on this plate. I mean, seriously.
We might just need to make one.
Right, let's just do one.
Should we do one?
Yes, I think we'll have plenty enough people to eat one. Yes.
We could add some
Okay.
on top.
Okay.
When we come back, guys, what are we doing?
Very good point,
We're
Noni.
going to eat it.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my
I
gosh.
wish the fire had been bigger. So fun.
Fun. I swear. I just loved them. I did. I loved them. He made me just, I love that turkey sandwich too. He served me. We got to die. Anyway, y'all come on, tune back to us after this hair broke.
I'm here at the Martino Family Cemetery. Every year they spend $1,000 on spooky new supplies. That's a lot more than the average person will spend, about $75 according to the Retail Council of Canada. If you want to check this place out for yourself, just take a drive or walk on by Inverley Drive. It's just south of the Queensway. Reporting live, I'm Chelsea Agra.
Oh, poor Chelsea. She was not acting, folks. Thank you, Chelsea. You're a brave soul.
Thanks, SRB. We'll see you soon.
Okay. I don't even know if I can still hear. I don't. Okay, so who built it special for them? Okay, no. This is the one thing I didn't want. No. The chainsaw. That's what I didn't want. I didn't want the chainsaw. Oh my god. I'm raising the white flag. I see it, and I don't like it. I don't like the face. But
Can we just remark that Brianna is in like high boots and she's walking backwards through treacherous territory.
She deserves fashion first.
Yes.
Haunted house, fashion first.
Yeah, you look great.
Yenna, I know you know. Yenna, I know you get it.
I get it.
Thank you. Together to get into the spirit, kind of learn what they. Nope. I need a drink. I need a margarita.
We got it.
That's what I need.
Come on back. Come home.
Or maybe. I am over the noises.
She's good.
All right, we'll check in with her
I don't know
just
if
a
I'm
little
laughing
bit.
or if I'm crying. I can't escape the shame. I can't escape it. No, I feel better because we're in good company.
Well, you are a rock star. You guys are fantastic. That has been the best part of the night.
Aware that this is a critical moment in WDRB's history, meteorologist Jude Redfield knows he's in a situation where he needs something that's not only different, but crucially.
I can imagine you probably aren't, Molly. How many people have you beat up inside the haunted house, Molly?
In her defense, when people scare you, I mean, you just react. I may or may not have gotten kicked out of a haunted house, but it wasn't my fault.
Just saying. I can see it happening. Cindy Lou on crack. 2 of them, she said. I knew it.
Better than different.
He said he was going to lose his head over this forecast.
Served up on a platter.
Whoa. Are you okay? Are you all right?
Well, no, I'm not all right. Does it look like I'm all
Little
right?
neck pain?
We're going to see some. I forgot my vitamins.
Lose my head over this one. I've got to get this forecast right.
Some vitamin C needed.
That's cool.
To the weather office.
70.
Can we get some 2% milk in here, please?
Look at that. There you go. Way to work that weather map, body. See, this is the body. I'm the brains of this whole operation.
We just dangle this little bone right there.
Shame on you, Molly.
What do you think? Wait. Let's step back in here a little bit more.
I thought I brought you a banana. Well, I just put it right. How does that work?
Yummy. I like it.
It's like a magic
But for
trick.
trick or treat, I don't want bananas. I want some chocolate.
You want some chocolate?
Oh, yes. Oh, give me 1 second. I got a little earwax that's built up. So this is good stuff. I don't even know what I was saying.
You look a little thin there. Look, your ribs are showing.
Bones need some food.
Brought you some candy.
Got some energy.
Some energy there. It's like some fun dip.
Feed me. Trick or treat.
Smell. How about some warheads? You like warheads?
All right.
Gobble, Twizzlers.
Yeah. Keep them coming. What else?
I got some Jolly Ranchers here.
It's falling right through here.
You like sweet tarts? All right. Are you ready? All right. I'll see you later.
Well, now I have energy.
2015, we had a 1/4 inch of rain. Can you fix my part a little bit? 62 degrees. During the afternoon, these clouds start to thin out a little bit, thin like my bones. Look at my rib cage. That warm front kind of moves on through. And this, yes, it's going to move in. It's going to tap into those southwestern. I got it. You got to pick a winner here. So,
partly cloudy, Kansas is dying laughing.
You like my moves? I just flow through. It's the behind the scenes that are pretty funny. So it's cooled off. 57 right now in Louisville. Get ready for a killing freeze. It's a killing freeze. Bones Redfield's already been killed. 28 North Bay. So welcome to the club. Because this cold front that moves in, holy moly, is it going to...
It's my blood. Dude boy. Oh, it's Flash. It's Flash. How you doing, boy? How you doing, boy? You're a good boy, yeah. Why don't you give us some weather forecast here, Mr. Flash, Mr. Roscoe? The only way they know how. Come on, you watch out them new boys and girls over there. Look, that one looks like Daisy over there. Over there, I see them over there. My name is Jefferson Davis Hall. I'm the executive around here. I own this county of Hazard. So we are. All right. I love that dog.
30 degrees in New Albany right now. 20-mile-per-hour wind gusts in Kansas City. Follow me, camera one.
These guys go all out for Halloween, I'm guessing. This is the same people doing multiple different skits for this. This is crazy. Is that Dale? Let's try that one more time. Is that Dale Dammit? What the hell, Cassie? Dale Dimadun, owner of the Dimsdale. I think I just had a stroke, folks. I don't understand what's wrong, but I can't speak. Jesus God. I don't know what. I'm not reading it. Whatever she said, she said. It is what it is. Onward and upward, folks. So, El Nino, La Nina. Okay, these guys are. Oh, this is the Chris Farley and Patrick Swayze skit from Saturday Night Live. Dimmadome. Do you smell burnt toast? No. What the hell are you guys talking about? Fairly Odd Parents. God, the mask is gone. I took it off. Or wait, are you thinking this is a mask? No, this is what I really look like. Sorry, Squishy. I'm sorry, I'm scaring you. Making fun of the Dukes of Hazzard. I know, I was one of my favorite shows.
Oh,
I gotta tell you.
well,
what?
What's your grand finale? Suffer for your art. My grand finale is Barney.
Whoops.
If you're willing to blow out your pants, you win.
I lost. So I wish everyone happy Halloween and
there we go.
Woo!
There it is.
All right.
Welcome to October, everyone. Believe me, we're going to be doing all sorts of that kind of stuff throughout this month. So anyway, let's see. Yep, we're about at that point. What are we talking about? Those chainsaw people always seem to want to get me cornered in between the sound of the revving motor and smoke produced loose my mind. I get it. You know what I've noticed? That those guys with the chainsaws, I've worked a few haunted houses too. They like to shove them in people's behinds areas. I don't understand that, but that always seems to happen. I've noticed that a lot. You really got me screwed all up in my head now, Cassie. I still don't know what the hell you were trying to say. The owner owned a compound township in Belchertown, Massachusetts. Many house roads, intersections, guest homes, countless acres. They did Halloween without a budget, invitation only. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's something else, too. We're going to be looking into the McCamey Manor situation at some point because it is October. No, absolutely, Squishy. No way. No way at all. I was confused at first because I thought you were still seeing it from before, but I get it. Got it. Come on, November. Oh, no. We love our October here. Good. I hope you're getting a good laugh, honestly. Absolutely. What the hell? I guess, let's see. We got just a few more minutes here. Let's check this out here, guys. Some of these things are kind of funny, too. Stupidest criminals are always fun. October 1st. Lots of fun.
Houston police, you need to open up now. Mr. McGraw, get out!
You know what's stickier than glue? A Kevin or Karen who just won't budge from places they have no business being.
You guys need to find me a place to live.
No, you're not doing this again!
But what happens when they take their I have a right to be here and takes too far and the police have to step in?
Unlock the door. You're gonna go to jail if you don't open the door.
Sir, chill out,
Today, Detective Dale is going to walk us through 5 cases where these stubborn stowaways learn some unforgettable lessons in the most bizarre ways possible.
If my experience has taught me anything, it's that the most entitled people often end up with the most satisfying karma.
No, I'm going through this before. You're not doing this again.
You're no right.
No, you guys have done this before.
On April 2nd, 2023, officers were called to handle a situation involving a rather stubborn guest, a 37-year-old woman named Michelle, who refused to leave her hotel room despite the manager's clear statement that her stay couldn't be extended. Little did the officers know that reasoning with this lady would be like talking to a wall.
Yeah, she's just been coming in and out, like just multiple times in like a half an hour period, and she's like yelling at everyone in her paths. And it's just like,
Absolutely, Sherry.
In and out of the office? Or
in and out of her room. She'll come to the office, she'll go out with her, just walking her dog.
No, I'm good. I was joking, Demon, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
You guys already told her she had to leave?
Yeah.
So you guys have told her she had to leave?
Yeah.
All right.
She's supposed to leave at 11, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does she owe you any money, or do you owe her, or nothing? All right, so she's paid up till...
Yeah.
Today?
Yeah.
Okay. Did she make any threats to you or anyone else? No. Okay. Mommy, please! Alright, so what's the deal?
The deal is you guys are supposed to help me find a place because I put out applications to find a place to live and to have my dog and find a job, but there's nothing. I'm drug tested because I'm diabetic. I'm trying to get my CDL. I've asked for no smoking around me. There's a lot of drugs going on. I've asked for another week because I have stuff in storage and I'm moving stuff here and back and forth. My kids have learning disabilities. I have them on certain days of the week, so I ask them not to go in my room. When they do, they search my bills.
Okay, so this woman's name is Karen. Her middle name is Karen, and her last name is Karen. End of story. These are the people that, God bless police officers that deal with these people, is all I can say.
Okay, but you can't stay here. They have told you.
I have asked them for another week.
And they told you no.
Okay, because they're going in and stealing. So,
That is to take that up with them.
yesterday,
Doodle, let me ask you, if you would have encountered somebody like this, Karen, how would you handle her? I know how you'd want to, but how would you handle her?
I would talk to her, nicely for a little bit, but once she starts screaming and yelling, I would just kind of back up and tell her how it was going to have to be, because once you see that they're not going to cooperate, nothing you do, you cannot de-escalate someone that just is set on one mission and that's it. So, but there's always these people.
Oh my God.
Everywhere.
Listen, here's the difference, folks. At least law enforcement officers have a badge and a way to handle them. Try handle these people when you're working EMS. It don't work. It just doesn't work. And you can't deny somebody medical. You can't. You just can't do it. You're not allowed to just say, okay, you're on your own and walk away. Because that's a lawsuit. So yeah, they're fun. I'm telling you. I've dealt with a few people like this. I can't stand them, but it is what it is. The entitlement and everything and the narcissism is so strong. Like everything is everybody else's fault. Everything. This woman is just no. She's so unhappy.
I told you that I needed help finding a place that I can have my dog.
Ma'am, that is not the police.
No, that is the
No,
point.
it's not. It's
Yes,
not the
it's the county.
police.
It's the county.
But we're not the county.
You're part of Lucas County. I lived in Lucas County.
But we are not.
Okay, but
the
you guys have
county.
to help because nobody else is helping. I go to Wood County. They tell me that they can't help me because I don't have my kids full time. I go to Fulton County. They tell me they can't help me because I don't have my kids all the time. I go to Bowling Green. They tell me they can't help me because I don't have my kids full time. But I can claim them because I'm divorced on my taxes. Okay, so who's wrong?
That has nothing to do with
Yes, it does. You guys aren't doing your job. They're not doing their job. You guys are not helping me find a place to live. You guys need to help me find a place to live. And I told you that yesterday.
What places have you put applications in to work?
I went there myself and asked them because
Where?
Cherry Street. I've asked them before. Is it Cherry Street where? The one just on Cherry Street, right across. I put in I went there, I gave them my ID, and I gave them all my information, and I told them I have a pit bull. And I asked them if they take pit bulls. They said no. And I told them that he is an emotional support animal. They told me no, but there's pit bulls all over the property. I was given a list from Lucas County on where to go to put in applications for apartments. So I'm staying here because I'm trying to get a permit. I know you guys are listening. You guys think it's funny. It's not funny. I'm diabetic. I have insulin and needles in there. I do not want them in my room. I have my guinea pigs, my dog. I do not want them in my room because they're going through my bills. They're getting my name, my first name, my last name, where I used to live. Where I used to live is getting trashed. So, again, you guys need help find me a place to live. Because I was wrongfully on Channel 11 News. I was not supposed to be. When I was missing, I was in the hospital. So, that's Channel 11 News' fault, the police's fault. I was not supposed to be. So, again, you guys need to help me find a place to live where it's safe for my kids and where I can have my pets. And where there's no drugs. Because if I have side effects on my medication, I do not want cigarette smoke around me.
Okay, ma'am, I have a question for you. If you knew there were the drugs and the cigarettes and everything, why didn't you move to like another hotel?
I didn't know until I was here. I'm here for 3 weeks. Okay. I cannot be around drugs. I'm here because I'm putting stuff in storage.
Okay, but there's 15 hotels.
I have to go down, but then people knocking me out.
Okay, I'm not.
No, I already know. I'm not playing this game.
Just her dog.
My dog and my kids are in. Lester. He's a pit bull German Shepherd Rottweiler mix. He's a really good dog. He had a rough start, and he bit my ex-boyfriend because he grabbed my keys on my hand, my car keys. So my dog bit him. So yes, he's bit one person, but only one person, and it was a little scratch. My dog got bit by whoever owns that gray van down there. That was a pit bull. Just recently here.
Yeah.
Okay, but my dog just got bit a little while ago before at 10:30. No, you guys need to help find me a place to live.
Just a few minutes into the conversation, the officers realized that trying to talk sense into her was a lost cause. So they decided it was time to give this bag of entitlement a lesson to remember.
That's not the
Okay, so the counties
No, step away. Step away.
No, I've been through this before. You're not doing this again.
No.
No, you guys have done this before. No, you're not doing this again. This is wrong. No, I've already been through this. You guys have done this to me before. Yeah, you guys, get off me. No, get off me. Damn it. No, you guys are not doing this to me again. No, you're not doing this to me again. I don't listen to everything again. No, you guys already did this to me before. And then I got in the car accident, and then I heard everything. So,
Put this knee up. So you can
I'm
stand up.
about to pee my pants. Seriously,
Stand up.
stop. No,
We're gonna come right there.
no, I'm not going through this again. No. You're lying. Oh, you guys are gonna break my arms.
Stand up.
I'm not standing up. I'm gonna pee my pants.
Stand
No.
up.
Oh, I'm not going through this again. No, stop. My wallet is over there. You guys already did this to me before. I lost my dog and everything. You guys can't do this to me again.
This is pathetic.
All day yesterday, last night, today. Don't move.
They keep locking me out of my room. I need to go pee. Seriously. I need to go pee.
We're not uncuffing you. You two come back. You
Okay,
gotta prove-
just let me up and I can do it real quick. But you guys have already done this to me before. And I've asked for an extra day because the power went out. I have nowhere to go. You guys have done this to me before.
Put your feet under you, man.
Exactly, Chris. It looks like you are in fact going through this again because you're an idiot and you just can't seem to get it. These people, I can't stand this kind of stuff. And they repeatedly, woe is me, woe is me, woe is me. And they buck the system constantly. Like, grow up.
And
You
like
know,
I said, there was no way to de-escalate her.
no. Any attempt to de-escalation or at de-escalation is going to escalate it more because that's how she wants it to be. So yeah, you know what? I could probably have never been law enforcement because I'd have just told her to piss herself. Truly, at this point, yeah, I would have. And I know you can't act that way. You know, I do have good bedside manner, and I guess I've been through this situation too. So I'm probably talking out of my ass right now, saying that I would have acted different, but I wouldn't have. You know, it's just I don't understand why people do this. You're not gaining anything from this. You're not gaining anything at all. Okay.
Well,
So
for her to go back in there, even cuffed, there's something in there she wants. I don't know that I believe she's going to pee herself. I believe she
agree.
may have a habit and maybe she wanted to hide it, or maybe she wanted to go and take something before she went to jail.
there you go. Thank you. There you go. From the minds of police officers, folks. This is why. This is why. And this is what this woman is just, ugh. God, I can't stand these people.
And this isn't right. I need to go to the bathroom, please.
We're not going into the room.
I need to go to the bathroom. I need to seriously go to the bathroom.
We are not going into that room with the dog in there.
Okay, I can control him.
Is he going to bite us?
No. If one guy stand off to the side, no, he won't bite.
Or if you lock yourself in the room.
No, I'm not gonna. You guys have the handcuffs. I need to pee.
We'll run you to the station.
Don't videotape us, seriously.
They have the right.
No, they don't need to videotape
Yeah,
it.
you've been yelling at everybody.
Okay, I need to go pee. Seriously.
Yeah.
I need to go pee.
We'll get you back to the station.
I need to go pee.
Most lawbreakers have clearly lost their marbles, but why so many also seem to lose their bladder control when the police slap on the cuffs is beyond me. As for Michelle, she decided to follow the grand tradition of resisting the officers even after being arrested.
You guys are lying. Seriously, I need to pee. They're lying. I need to go pee. You guys, I need to go pee.
Stop struggling. Let us get to the station and we can pee.
Well, that's a good thing about the police cruisers is the seats are very easy cleanable. She can piss her pants. That's what I'd have done. I'd have let her, after all that, in the beginning, if she had cooperated, of course she'd have been able to go to the bathroom. But at this point, I guess you're going to have to go in your pants. And when you get back to, you know, if you can't hold it to the station, then so be it. Other than that, then you clean it out and move on with the next. That's all I'm saying. People like this don't deserve any kind of courtesy as far as I'm concerned. They were offered that in the very beginning. It is what it is. Hey, Low 12, good to see you today. Good to have you here.
Pee. I'm gonna go pee.
Let us get to the station quickly. We're not doing that here. We're not going in that room with that dog.
He's not gonna bite you. Please, I can't lose that dog. Just open the door. I won't barricade myself in. Please. I need to go
You're
pee.
in custody.
Yeah, because you guys are liars.
This is all slow and
No, you guys, I need to go pee. I seriously need to go pee. You guys have done this to me.
When you get back to the station.
I need to go pee. Seriously.
So let's get going.
I need to go pee. No.
Here.
I need to go pee. Stop that. You guys have done this to me before. I need to go pee. No.
Turn around.
No, you guys do it.
Turn around.
Thank you, Doodle.
What else can you do? Stop making
To the hospital, and I asked for help, and you guys are doing it again. Nope.
I gotta do stand up.
Nope, I've asked to go to the
You're
bathroom.
creating the situation yourself.
No, I'm not. You guys. I need to go pee. You guys are lying. Lying. I need to go pee. I can't lose my dog.
You're not gonna lose your dog.
Yeah, I need to go pee. Seriously, please.
And you do this, we're gonna put leg shackles on you.
Okay, I need to go pee. I
Do not move.
do not want to lose my dog.
She's not gonna lose the dog.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Thank you again, Doodle. I appreciate it. And thank you to anybody that donates to the chat, the links here to help support the channel. We don't ever expect it from you guys, but we do definitely appreciate it, you guys. Thank you so very much.
Hey, listen to me.
I need to go pee.
Listen to me so I can tell you something about the dog. Okay? We're gonna call our animal control officer in. We'll get the dog. We have a kennel.
Okay, I lost my
Calm down. Let me explain to you.
Go pee. Seriously, I'm on
You're
my
not-
period.
Let's get to the station then.
My stuff is in the bathroom.
We can get you what you need if I can.
No, you guys did it last time. I just need to go pee.
We're not doing that here.
I need to go pee.
We're not doing that here.
After the woman was finally put inside the police vehicle, one might assume the drama would come to a halt. However, for the officer driving her to the station, it must have felt like he was on an endless journey.
I don't want to lose my dog. I don't want to lose my car. My car.
It is absolutely. All you had to do was leave. You could have gotten your car with your dog and your stuff, and this would have never happened. These people just don't use any common sense whatsoever. I swear to God. She's doing it here. Is she?
Yeah, if it was me, I would make sure that when she got released, that she knew where the homeless shelters were, and possibly give her a ride to one of those.
That's it. Yes, of course. And this is just there's no reason to get to this point. If you've been through this before, especially, what acting this way is going to do. Okay, so continuously doing this is not going to do that. It's not going to get you what you want. You're losing your dog. I'm not saying you're losing him, but your dog is here. Your car is here. I just don't. It's ridiculous. Yeah,
She said she had a CDL license, so if she drives a truck, she could possibly stay in her truck.
She's working on getting her CDL license.
Oh, okay.
So I do hope the dog will be okay, and maybe the dog could be adopted off to somebody that's better, more of a person, because this woman obviously doesn't care about the dog, or she would not have provoked all this to leave the dog there. That's all I'm saying. So, and they're gonna have to have animal control come to get the dog, because they're not supposed to have the dog. They're not supposed to be there anyway at this point, and they're gonna have to have animal control come get the dog, take the dog into their impound or whatever they call it. Again, more problems, more bullshit. None of this had to happen.
I need to go to the bathroom. I've already lost my animals before. You guys let my ex-husband in. I've never met you before.
You see how fast she just changed from one thing to another like that? You're okay, Thomas. Good to see you. How she just was crying, oh, please don't beat him, please. And then she flips to another script completely. Like, this woman, she probably needs medicated or some mental help, in my opinion.
Yeah. Let him in.
All right, well, that's all me. I'm gonna go. It's only my second time. Yesterday was day one.
Okay, well, I'm telling you, I was robbed to Leo Cruz on Channel 11 News. I don't have a job. I'm on unemployment. I was not resisting. I need to go to the bathroom. I need to pee. Yeah, never mind. I was asking for an extra day. I was asking for a goddamn extra day, and I told you guys that yesterday. Oh, yeah, well, I told you guys I needed help right away.
Exactly, Chris.
They can't help me because I don't have my kids full time. So who's wrong? Yeah, exactly. You guys are wrong. Goddamn liars. How would you like when somebody came in and they took your stuff? Yeah, you guys are lying. Lying! All you're doing is lying. I need to go to the bathroom.
You had 14 extra minutes.
I need to go to the bathroom. You guys are going to make me lose my stuff. Yeah. You guys are lying. Lying. No, I didn't. Liars. Lying. Lying. I did not do it to myself. You guys are lying. Liars. I did not do it to myself. No, I'm sitting here nice and calmly. You guys are lying. Lying.
Michelle was charged with criminal trespass, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest. But on the bright side, at least she wasn't using the property to stalk someone, unlike the next charming individual.
We can go inside, get stuff, and get out, or you can go to jail. I'm not going to sit here and stand there and debate this with you at your door.
On September 4th, 2021, a young woman in Escambia County, Florida, was handed eviction papers for stalking the homeowner. This lady had been making life miserable for the poor chap who just wanted a bit of peace and quiet. The old man had let her stay on his property, but when he demanded rent, she became aggressive. So it's no surprise that when the cops arrived, things naturally spiraled out of control.
Every time I've come, since we served her this, every time I come over here, my brother escorts me over here. So I'm scared for my safety, and she's crazy. She's the type that will say that I hit her. The cops have been coming over here I bet they've been coming over here 2-3 times a week. There's different things that she's done, destroyed my house. Did you see the writing on the wall? No, the mattresses were in the way. The girls were even on my side for the restraining order place. Once I showed them my video of her spray painting my car for it, oh my God, I can't believe they're not arrested. No, ma'am, they're not. Now it's going to be even worse. She's going to retaliate even more. Every time she gets served with something, she tears something up, breaks something in the house. See how she spray painted the house? I got her on film. I'm telling you to stop painting my house. How long you been with the Escambia County?
Huh?
How long you been with county?
About 10 years.
You ever know Bain Matthews? He retired. He might have retired before you hired on.
Oh, yeah. There's stuff real quick. Hey, that's that paper. I think he gave me the wrong one. Should be the non-written one. Yeah, this one. What's that?
How did I receive a handwritten one?
Sometimes the judges do that then before they get transposed on the computer. Okay, so there was. Yeah. So you still have a court date on the 8th. Okay. Okay. So on the court date, in the meantime, it's going to be a temporary restraining order. Okay. So there is prohibited actions on here listed. No contact among him is one of them, and then can't be within 500 feet of this address. So how much stuff do you have here?
Well, okay, right there in the driveway is where his RV was, and he moved it so he could go facing the house. In the meantime.
How much stuff do you have here, though? Because you can't be here per the judge. Part of the terms that you guys work out on the 8th is...
I was just told to file an eviction whenever this was delivered.
So this is only temporary?
That's why he took his RV.
Yeah.
And so we worked this out.
So what I'm saying, though, is this is temporary, okay? Eviction is permanent, okay? Up until the court date, these terms are in effect at least until the court date. And part of what the judge says is the not within 500 feet of.
Well, that is my address too, so that doesn't make much sense.
What do you mean?
He took my stuff and go where? Like, he took his RV so he can...
Unfortunately, I can't give any good input on that. But the judge says you have to be out of this house.
Okay.
That's at least the... Now. Yes. When
on the paper, where does it say?
When it's ordered, it was done and ordered and adjudicated. Judge is saying you cannot be within here.
Okay, so I have to buy how much time? It's got to be a certain amount of time.
As long as you get your stuff and go.
Okay, and that's not a problem. I just want to know what time I should be.
There's really no time frame. I said it's when you get served, you have to get something vacate for the temporary.
It says that where exactly. Whenever you get served, you have to vacate right away.
Because you can't be within 500 feet here. So once you are served,
it doesn't have a time.
Correct.
So does that mean 24-hour notice?
No, it's once you're served. Technically, I mean, and like that, I'm not trying to be bad, but technically, you are violating terms of a restraining order by being here right this second. So, like I said, it's not an issue of getting all your stuff. Just have to get it and go.
That's unrealistic, though.
What do you mean?
It's just It's just
Unfortunately, that's the terms of temporary or permanent restraining order, or in this case, the injunction for against stalking.
The entitlement plastered across this young lady's face was a clear sign that she had absolutely no grasp of the situation's gravity. The officer could sense that this conversation was going nowhere, but he had to make one last attempt to help her see reason before resorting to a more assertive approach.
So how much stuff do you have here that you need to get out?
It'll probably take me 3 hours to get out.
Okay. Just can't be that long. So
I'll try to shorten the time, but I need to make some phone calls because I'm not just going to get in my car and start driving to nowhere.
Well, in the meantime, we went inside, grab some things, and you have to get out.
No problem. I need to make a couple phone calls first.
Okay, well, we need to pack up a few things and make the phone calls in the process.
Let's see. That sounds great and good. I'm going to do that. I'm going to sit down and make a couple phone calls first. I don't have that much stuff.
Well, how much stuff do you have? I'm trying to work with you here to try and get all your stuff out so you don't have to deal with anything later on.
Right. Same. So, I mean, honestly, I don't really have much more than like some clothes and a couple dressers, you know.
Yeah, let's step inside and work on that.
I'm going to step outside and make a phone call so I know where I'm going with it.
Let's step inside and pack your stuff. Otherwise, we don't have to give you the chance to get all your stuff out. I'm trying to work with you here. So if you want to make a phone call, I'm fine with that. Let's go inside and make a phone call.
File an eviction.
It doesn't matter, though. He can still file an eviction. In the meantime, the judge has ordered you out of this house.
Okay.
So there's, like I said, two options. We can come in here.
Calling somebody first.
Okay, then you're not going to go back inside. One of the two.
No.
I'm not trying to be a jerk about it.
I don't think you can prevent me from getting my stuff or making a plan to have somewhere to go.
You're sitting here debating it with me as a problem. I'm telling you to go inside, pack your bag while you make a phone call.
To call somebody, make a plan, and then.
But what I'm saying, it doesn't matter about your plan. You have to get your stuff and get out of the house.
That's fine.
So,
but I'm
you're
gonna
not.
have a plan to know where I'm going before I get my stuff.
No, that's not what happens.
It doesn't sound.
So at this point, she don't seem to. I don't think she wants him in there for some reason. And these people are stupid. This is a law enforcement officer telling you no. This guy's actually being nice. He don't have to do any of this, and I've seen this stuff happen before too. He don't have to do any of this. By all rights and legally, he can just tell her, shut the door and let's go now. You don't have to get anything. And she's still being a hardhead. These people are so dumb. I don't get it.
That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, no,
The judge says you have to be out of the house. So you can either get your stuff and get out of the house now or not. I'm not going to sit here and be ignored. So is that what you want to do? Because the other option is going to jail.
For making a plan.
Yes. If that's what you want to call it, yes. We use whatever words you want or whatever way you want or use whatever phrase you want. I don't care. You're not getting out of the house. So get yourself and get out of the house or you go to jail. That's the two simple explanations to it. This is a served DVI signed by the judge. Okay, you have to be out of this house, he says.
That's fine.
So we can go inside and get your stuff and get out, or you can go to jail. I'm not going to sit here and stand there and debate this with you at your door. So are we going to go to jail, or you can get your stuff and get out? Christine.
I'm looking some things up.
Okay, I'm not here for you to look things up.
I know you're not, but I feel like this isn't definite. So
correct. It's a temporary order until your court date. So you have to be out until your court date. So you can look up all you want. That's fine. But I'm not going to sit here and debate this with you in the doorway.
Debate whether or not you know where I'm going. You don't have a plan for me, do you?
No, that's. I'm not trying to be.
That's your problem, right?
Correct.
Okay, I'm not truly. I know what squatters' rights are. I'm not really sure how they. Doodle, do you know anything about squatters' rights?
That I do not, because around here it's squatters' rights is a thing. That's a lot of the problem right now, because they get in there and they can't get them out. No matter what they do, they're destroying their house. They're destroying their whole property. Can't get them out of there.
I don't understand how that works. If you don't own a property, if you're not renting a property, if you have no right to be in a property, I've heard about or seen stories of this happening where people are like move themselves into an abandoned home. and they live there for months. They squat, as they call it, right? How do you have the right when you don't own somebody's property to stay there? I don't understand that. When you catch somebody living in a home that you own that's abandoned,
I agree. That's crazy.
it doesn't make sense to me at all. At all. I don't get it. How does somebody have a right that does that? That's like theft in a sense. You know what I mean? Or breaking and entering per se. How do you have rights as a squatter? I don't understand that. I've heard of there was a story in the city I grew up in of somebody that lived in this house, or no, didn't live in the house. They cut the grass. It was a property that was next to them. Okay, and they cut the grass because it banked up to their property, and they cut it for 20 years nonstop. And I think somehow or another they had the ability to own that property at some point because it was abandoned by somebody. No, she's not a squatter. Terry was just asking about squatters' rights. But well, actually, in a sense, she is a squatter. He let her live there rent free, and then when he asked her for rent, she started acting like an ass. So technically she's never had a contract to live there. It's kind of squatting in a sense. But anyway, that person ended up fighting or something. Okay, they were getting ready. I can't remember how it was, but they had the right to try to own that property, is how this was explained to me. But they had to go to the actual owner and say, hey, we're going to give this property to this person. Well, then that person fought it. They went to court and she won because she was cutting the grass for 20 years. It was some kind of a right that she had or something. And they referred to squatters' rights on this too. I don't know how that works, but that's what I was curious about. It's not the same. No, I don't think it is. That's why I said I don't understand, Phil. That's a good point. I don't quite get it. How those things happen. It's strange. Very strange.
So the judge says you have to be out of this house. You have to be out of this house.
Okay.
But we're not getting out of the house. So, like I said, I'm not going to sit here all day and do this.
Do you have resources?
For what?
Should I sleep on the street? I just want to know where I should go.
I don't care where you go. All I'm doing is telling you. That's not my problem, though. The judge says you have to be out of this house. I'm here to tell you you have to be out of this house. I'm trying to work with you on it and trying to get your stuff. If you don't want to get your stuff, that's fine. But you are going to leave this house.
That's fine, but I didn't make it
now
first.
No.
At this point, the officer had had his fill of the woman's entitled attitude and decided it was time to put her in her place.
Run, go.
Don't put your hands on me.
Grab the chain behind your back.
Get off of me! Get off of me! Get off of me!
Put your hands, roll over, and put your hands behind your back. Roll over.
Stop! I'm trying to get up for you.
You're not getting up. Put your hands behind your back. Now.
You really think it's necessary? Stop! Stop!
Roll over and put your hands behind your back now.
All right.
Put your hands behind your back now. Thank you.
Case number 018-352-18352.
He has a temporary restraining order. Originally, there was confusion on the original. I thought it was the order saying court date. Couldn't find it as the original. Gave it to her, and she said basically she's gonna make a plan to do something. She's not getting out of the house right now. She's gonna make a plan to figure out where to go, and we just debated it at her door for about 10 minutes. And she called 911. So
this is just pure stupidity, is all it is. Pure stupidity. Well, at least now she knows where she's going. She doesn't have to worry about not having a place to go now. She's good to go. No, that's definitely not a squatter situation.
She's out of the house. We're not going to sit here all day and debate it. There's an order that's been served on her. She has to be out of the house. I was trying to give her the opportunity to get her stuff. And she wouldn't get out of the house. I finally told her we're done. We're not debating it. She's out of the house. She wouldn't get out of the house. Went inside the house and we fought inside for a little bit and tased her. Okay. Yep. Not hurt? Nope. She hurt? Other than no, she got 2 taser barbs, but that's it. But no, she's fine.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll get crime scene at the jail for anything here.
Yep. That's the homeowner. That's the petitioner. So, but yep, that's it.
So you're living here?
She's living here. Yes. He apparently has left in the meantime until the court date. But apparently she only said she only has clothes and like a dresser here.
Oh no, he'll take. You got your copy and everything.
I put it over here.
Yeah, we'll get our copy. So, did you get some text messages from me saying we'd be here shortly, or about an hour ago? Okay.
I'm gonna go 2 hours. Oh, it's worth it because if you only knew how many times y'all have come out here for her to destroy my. Come here. It's all escalating.
Go ahead. I'll talk to her.
Okay.
Painting the walls, criminal mischief. No one would arrest her. And it's a shame. I didn't want it to come to this.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you okay? Are you okay? Do you need any medical attention or anything? The deputy that you've been dealing with called me over here. I'm his supervisor. Some.
What, you mean like after he tased me?
It's almost comical how this lady's tone is about to take a dramatic turn. One can only wonder where all that entitlement evaporated in an instant.
I just want to make a plan for somewhere to go.
Okay. So what? Tell me what happened.
He served me. Okay, the day before yesterday, I got served with a court filing.
Okay.
For basically a court hearing
Uh-huh.
for my roommate is filed stalking on me for. Anyways, well, today this officer come knock on the door at the same time with my roommate.
Okay.
And told me that the judge ordered a temporary injunction.
Okay.
And that I need to leave right away.
Okay.
So I told him, okay, well, I need to make some plans, some arrangements.
Okay.
You know, and basically he was like, no, you can't make any arrangements. You just have to get your stuff and get out. To try to, attempt to make some arrangements first.
Right.
And he ended up, it just went from bad to worse.
Did you tell him you weren't gonna be leaving right now?
I just said I wanted to make a plan first.
Okay. And so why didn't
And
you?
I asked him if he had any resources, like,
Right.
for like a place to go.
Okay. All right. Well,
That's not at all how she did that, by the way, you guys. We all saw that. She got real nice and cool about it there talking to him, but no, she was being defiant, period.
I guess he was under the impression that you said something about you weren't going to be leaving today, or at least right now, and he said, yeah, you are. You need to get your stuff, and you argued it for 10 or 15 minutes. And then I guess is that when you got on your phone?
Well, while we were talking about it, yeah.
Okay. And then what happened after you got on your phone?
He pushed his way in.
Okay. And tell me the story of what happened from there.
I mean, he pushed his way in. And tried to arrest me.
Okay. And what happened? What did you do? And did you turn around and put handcuffs on, or?
I asked him not to.
Can I ask a question that she's getting charged with this time?
The violation of the order, because that's the whole reason we got into this, because she wouldn't get out, and resisting officer. So just 2 misdemeanors.
She's got a felony hanging over her right now for assault and battery on her stepdad.
Yeah, well, they may revoke her bond for that then. So,
Like I said, Steve, Robert's a good friend of mine, and he already told me, he says, she's got such a past criminal record that if she does anything.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
Do you think they'll tell her family? Do you think they're going to let her host bond?
I have no idea. I mean, she'll have a bond. I don't know if they're going to revoke her other one, but she'll have a bond for this.
You got any questions?
Can I still make a plan for somewhere to go?
No, you're going to go to jail now.
Why?
Because you fought with the deputy. So.
How so?
What do you mean, how so?
I mean, how?
You didn't do what he told you by gathering up your stuff and getting out of the house, so you're violating the injunction. And then when he came in and told you you're under arrest, you didn't go quietly and peacefully. You fought back. So you get charged with violating the domestic violence injunction and resisting an officer.
That I just received?
Mm-hmm. Because that injunction says you have to vacate the house right now. And by not doing it, you're violating that injunction.
I wasn't even given the opportunity. The same one that showed up to give it to me is the one arresting me.
Yeah, because you weren't going to get your stuff.
I don't have a problem getting my stuff.
But you didn't do it. You argued for a while, and then you made a phone
I
call.
just had questions.
Okay. Well, you didn't need to ask questions. You needed to get your stuff. That's what he told you. Get your stuff, and then you can ask questions after you do that. But you wanted to argue and make phone calls, and that's why it was a
I
problem.
wanted to know where I'm, make a plan on where I'm going whenever I pull out of here with my stuff.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go take care of this, and then we'll head over to the jail, and we'll have a crime scene person take some pictures of the taser marks. Okay. All right. Hang on a bit.
This young squatter was charged with violating the court's injunction, resisting an officer, and misuse of 911. The bond was set at a hefty $2,000. If her entitlement didn't give you a headache, the next case.
Well, I guess she was considered a squatter. All right, y'all. I think that's going to do it for today. We went over quite a bit longer than I wanted to. I don't know. I had to get my head together. I get into these things and I start going. But anyway, that'll do it for this show. I will be back out here shortly after, not too long from now, to be honest with you, to cover the sheriff and the judge situation. Thank you, Doodle, for hanging with me today again.
Oh, hey, thank you for having me up here.
I always appreciate you joining me for this. It's just a thing. There's no thanks needed. I think you do better than I do out here. I'll be honest with you, up here for this. So I appreciate you guys very much. Like I said, I'll be out here just here in a little bit with the secondary show for the day, and I'm going to be covering the judge and the sheriff situation. It's quite interesting. A lot of people have I got 3 emails asking if I'm going to cover it. So yes, we're going to cover it. Appreciate everybody in chat. Again, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you all. Thank you to everybody for supporting the channel. Anybody that supported the channel by donating to any of the links, thank you for that. Very much appreciated. Never, ever expected. And I think what is today, by the way? Tuesday. Yeah, that'll do it for today, folks. Thanks again. And for those of you that I won't see this afternoon, I will see you tomorrow morning. And for those of you that I will see you. Anyway, guys, thanks again very much. Much appreciated. Much love to everybody. God bless, and I will see you all very soon. Bye-bye. Yes, Phil, I'll be back in probably a half hour, maybe 45 minutes. Sounds about right. Yes. All right. Yes, she does. Doodle's got a very sweet voice. I agree. Don't be flirting, demon dog. You're going to piss off. 007. All right, guys. Much love. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.